Okay, we're live.
We're live?
We're live.
We're live?
That's weird, right?
No intro?
Yeah, no intro.
Why didn't we just play some music before we went live?
We already
just,
started.
No, just play some music real quick.
Nah, dude.
Just play some music. Yeah.
I mean, I'll play some music, but we're gonna continue talking.
Okay. Like low key music to set the mood.
Yeah.
Some what's
Some low key music?
Some Kenny Rogers.
No. I don't know about that.
What do you want to listen to, Charlie?
I don't know. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Some low key music.
Right. Low key. So low key.
I can't believe we had to revert back to the old intro because you can't get your piece of shit working.
I would try to. I don't think it's that big a deal.
That's
A
true.
podcast or two where we just are talking pretty okay. Most podcasts, there aren't a lot of podcasts that actually have like big openings.
I know, but I like a big opening.
I like opening for the streams, especially more than YouTube. I mean, it's on YouTube as well, but I like it on the streams because like it lets people get in here. You know, lets a few people get here before we start talking.
I like the opening because like it sets the tone and it gets people hyped. I miss like a long. You remember when shows used to have like a long opening? I miss that.
I don't.
I miss it. Look, okay.
Depends on the show.
Some shows have a short opening I'm okay with, but like I miss like you know how Steven Universe. You've seen episodes of Steven Universe. Or how they have like not like a long opening, but they still have like an opening that's like you want to sit there and watch it. And it gets you pumped for the show every time.
You mean like a cold open?
Not like
They did a lot of cold opens.
Steven Universe.
Yeah, before the like theme song, they have like a scene, a setup. You realize what the conundrum of the episode will be. Boom, theme song. Then the show starts.
Are you sure?
Pretty good.
I thought it was always like we are Crystal Gym.
Yeah, but like there's like a thing before it. I don't know. I'd be wrong.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Are you good? Can we stop the music?
Yeah.
You're so annoying.
I told you I want an intro. I like having an intro.
Cold opens are dope. I agree.
Cold
Damn.
opens are nice, but technically speaking, we did have a cold open. I was like, you're like, do you want music? And I was like, yeah, do music. And then we did music, so we did technically have
Barely a cold open.
Yeah, we gotta work on our cold open. We'll have we'll do cold openings from now on.
I wouldn't mind. I mean, what's his Tom Segura and Christina Pazitsky. Oh, his wife. They're both comedians. They have a podcast called Shirts Off. They have a podcast called Your Mom's House. Jesus Christ.
They have a podcast.
Copenhagen. Last time I came this fast, my girl broke up. I love you, Copenhagen.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ. Shit. What was I saying? That totally
I don't know.
changed
You
my.
were talking about some dude and his wife.
Yeah, they do.
I'm mad
They
at
do a
you.
podcast. Well, hold on, we'll get to why you're mad at me. I don't know, but we'll get to it.
I'm mad at you.
They'll do the podcast and start it off talking like. They'll start it off with like a clip from a funny video that they're gonna cover for the next 40 minutes. Like they'll slowly go over the scenes of a like crazy, like weird YouTube clip, or like TikTok or Instagram or whatever it is, and then like it'll be like, okay, let's get started, like 10 minutes in, and then do the like intro to their show, and then do the rest of the podcast, and it's kind of fun. Oh,
They
What are
sound.
we opening?
They sound fun.
yay! Their emotes now. Oh yeah, our emotes got approved. Here, let me show them on stream real fast. These emotes are all separately approved on the stream. You got the shirts off emote. Have a great night. You too, Juana. The shirts off emote because of the podcast. Oh, there's Evie. The Perry the Platypus stray emote because of every day we stray further from God. Like the meme
Further
And
from
then-
God's light.
from God's light, and then the Baby Yoda one doing Crim Creep because Crim Creep is no more, and I needed that. But you know, now they're going off the stream. Yeet or Yote? I would say Yeet. Hello,
Yoda.
sisters.
Yoda's the past.
Why are you mad at me?
I'm mad at you because like I've been trying to do a stream with you for like 3 days.
Okay, so here's what happened.
3 days.
Hold on, relax. Don't get mad.
I'm already mad. I'm way past mad.
Okay,
I'm gonna throw an olive at you.
don't do it. Don't you fucking do it.
You can't even throw. Like it's in the same place it was.
It was.
That's
The
furniture
first night,
now.
I was very sick. Last night,
No, the first night you had work.
no, the first night I was very
Because
sick.
remember Sunday?
Today's Wednesday.
We were gonna do one Sunday too.
No.
Remember? Yeah, because we talked about doing one after you got off work, and then like you
Oh,
never texted
that,
me
that
back
doesn't
until
count.
like.
Well, I said that I didn't get home till 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And that's one
We
of those
could
things
have
where
one
it's
at
like,
5 a.m., but you know you're a pussy. So.
no. We can't. After at that point, I had been up so long, I would have just died, and I did. I got home and I didn't even I didn't even cut my computer on. I got home, I was so tired, dude. I just came home and laid in my bed.
Didn't even tell me nothing. Just like I just
I was
waited
tired.
on you. I stayed up and waited on you.
You shouldn't have. I told you, like, if I don't text you, like, at around the normal time,
It's
just
over.
forget about it.
It's over.
Anyway, that night shouldn't even count. The next night, when
It
you
does.
came, I was very sick.
Yeah, I was worried about you. You're never sick.
I'm never sick.
Yeah.
I
You had the
realized,
consumption.
I ended up figuring out, no, I had not eaten in 4 days.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
that would be why you're
That's
sick.
probably why I was sick.
Oh.
Giant Panda. Imagine, Dag? Wait, whoa, haha, still not VIP, imagine. Streamer abuse. You need to write a paper for it. Oh, he's making fun of me. GP, I love you, bro. Hold on, let me move my drink out of the way.
Love
on
you
my-
too, GP. I was about to say, like, you're blocking your mic up with that coffee.
Yeah, but there's no way they can hear me right. Or if they could.
All they're hearing is coffee. They're like,
Yeah.
high protein coffee.
Bro, GP, I love you, dude. You're my new favorite panda. And I know 7 pandas. They're going to be so mad at me when they find out. And then last night, bro, Shake was here, bro. I can't, I'm sorry. That's just like one of those situations
Oh, yeah, no,
where
I
it's
get
like,
that. But
I
I
see
didn't
Shake
know, again, I didn't
maybe
know
once a
in
year.
general, like, and I was calling you, and you, like, just were like, yeah, I can't.
I was
gotta move.
in the theater when you started calling. That's why I hung up. I like didn't even answer the call.
The movie was that good, apparently.
Bro, 1917 definitely is the best war film I've ever seen, and it's one of the best films ever made, I think, to me. It's fucking insane. I don't know how to describe it. It got so many Oscar nominations, but for some reason, the main dude didn't get a lead Oscar nomination where he definitely should have.
What's
And
this?
it pissed me off. Don't put it on the camera.
What is
That's
that?
that's my Caesar's Rewards card for Cherokee, but you can, like, if you see the numbers on it, you can use them. That's why I was like, don't show the camera.
okay, I got you. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. I didn't know.
It's fine. I don't think it was shown for long enough, and the letters are too little, and these cameras anyway, it wouldn't matter.
Also,
It does.
we've got
It's fantastic.
so much to talk about.
We do.
Because, like, I went to the con this weekend, had a great time.
Oh my god, you weeb.
I'm not
He
a
went
weeb.
to an anime con.
Hey, look. I was invited to an anime con. First,
And you went?
I did. That shit was like spring break for weebs. There was titties. There was, like...
Amazing.
No, but, like, naked titties. They had, like... Okay,
Yeah.
so they had this panel called, like, Truth or Dare, which was, like, the most fucking popular panel you could ever be on. And what it is,
Like-
essentially, is, like, you go into this big-ass, like, convention hall room, and, like, they fit as many of you as they can in there. And they line you up probably about 30 minutes before the event. So it starts at, like, 12 at night on Saturday. And you get in there, and they tell you, cut your, like, you know, you can't have your phones out or anything. And
I'm listening.
they play extreme versions of Truth or Dare,
Okay.
which is awesome. Like, because we had this guy that was, like, up on stage. It was 2 people up on stage, and one guy gives the dares while the other kind of, like, spins,
I'm
like,
listening.
this thing on
Titties.
the
Yes.
computer.
Yes.
This other guy spins, like, this thing on the computer, like, trying to figure out, like, what you're going to play.
Penis?
Like, what the dare's going to be. I didn't see any penis, but I heard rumors that there might be penis. Like, when I tell you... So, look. This is what I was told going into this thing. Last year, apparently, or a couple of years before this, one of the dares was, like, this guy had to, like, tongue this guy's asshole with a condom on his tongue.
God.
So when I tell you it gets extreme, I mean, like, extreme shit in there. And you can say, no, you don't have to do this shit. Like,
Of course.
it's just
That would be very rapey of that con.
people want to do it. And I was like, oh my god, like, what? I wasn't, of everything I was expecting to see at this con, I wasn't expecting that.
I heard rumors of penis.
So, anyways,
This sounds sus.
our friends,
You
well,
think?
I don't know if I should say his name. I'm gonna say his name.
No, don't say his
No,
name.
I've already said his name on here before.
No, it doesn't matter. Don't say his
Okay, I
name in
won't
this
say his name.
context.
Okay,
You fucking-
I won't say his name in this context. But I saw a mutual friend of
It
ours
was an anime con.
have his
Giant
first
panda.
homosexual experience.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
It was hilarious.
I know who it is
Look,
now.
he was getting called up on stage, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's him!" And like, you're not supposed to yell out
Anime, but like what? Was it
every anime,
just
and-
everything,
and
just-
everything. Anime.
just an anime
So like,
sex con.
I was like, you're not supposed to yell out the name of the person, but I wasn't thinking it. I just was so hyped to see that guy, and I started yelling out his name. I was like, name, and
Copenhagen.
then I realized what I was doing, and I had to stop. And
Roses are red. Charlie can't read. Creighton looks like a youth pastor weeb.
this is so he gets up on
Snipes,
stage,
make a command.
and so the options were truth, dare, or both. He did both, and the truth one was like, what was his like what was the most embarrassing thing his parents ever like caught him doing, and he didn't really have one for that. And then the dare was like not explain, but like show a virgin in the crowd how to sex.
Oh my
Basically.
God.
And they picked like this guy that looked like a virgin, and what our friend did was take off his shirt.
Oh.
Well, he kissed the neck of the
Okay,
other guy
listen.
first.
I'm good with. I don't need to know any of
Then
this.
he took off his
I don't
shirt.
need to know any of
Then
this.
the other guy took off his
I don't
shirt.
want to know
Then
any
he
of
bent
this.
him over.
You are raping me verbally.
Then
I
he
don't want
bent
to
him
hear this.
over
I don't want to hear this. I don't want
and
to hear
dry
this.
humped
I
him
don't
from
want to
behind.
hear this.
And that was our friend's first gay experience. Oh, man. I wanted to explain it for everybody in the audience. Oh, man. What a great con, though. Oh, and then I saw some titties, because, like, this girl got dared to, like, to take off her shirt, and then spray whipped cream on her titties, and have somebody else lick it off.
I don't like this either, Snipes. I don't like this either. Why are you? I said I
But
don't
look,
want
I
to.
left midway through this
I
panel.
don't want to hear
to
that.
go watch your favorite panel, which was this girl tearing apart the MCU for about like an hour.
I hate it here. I want to go home.
This is the part where like I really wanted Charlie to be at the con because I left the Truth or Dare panel to go listen to
ugly,
this panel.
You're disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
But I left the Truth or Dare panel to go see this
Was
panel.
this con in a basement?
No, it was at a hotel in Concord. A really nice hotel, by the way. And it was 4 days. Thursday through Sunday. I didn't go to Sunday. Sunday was boring. But I went to Friday and Saturday. Saturday night was the Truth or Dare. Oh, and I made friends while I was there. Bunch of friends.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of 30-year-olds, actually. They're pretty cool. Pretty neat. They guided me through my first con experience. Our friend Videz spent probably like 80% of the con in the video game room.
Sounds like him.
Yeah. And then, so, can I get to this part now? Like where I had car trouble?
Sure. Look, just talk about anything else that what you were than
What I was talking about?
Yeah.
So, anyways, oh, fuck. So, first night of the con, Friday night, before Truth or Dare, me and Videz had rode up to Concord together, and we're going to spend the night at Sterling's house. So, before we were leaving the con to go to Sterling's house, we stopped at Sonic to get something to eat. And while we're in the Sonic parking lot, about to pull up to one of the drive-thru things to get something to eat, my car does that thing. Like, Charlie knows this thing, but for those of you that don't know, my car does this thing where it cuts off by itself.
In the middle of driving.
In the middle of driving.
Literally on the road.
But it's perfectly
like
fine.
in the highway. Not perfectly fine.
Or at least so I thought.
Not perfectly fine.
And,
Never should have thought that.
it happened while we were at Sonic. And I was like, okay, I'll just let it sit for a second and cut it back on. Well, it came back on, but whenever I would hit the gas, when it was in drive, it just wouldn't go. Like, it was getting no power to the engine at all. And we were crawling for it. And I was like, oh no. So, anyways, we get parked and everything, and I'm like, hey, my car's fucked. I don't know. I'm texting Sterling this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay tonight. I might have to, like, get somebody to tow me back. Well, it was like 1 in the morning at this point. So we just decided on Sterling like just coming to get us and going to spend the night at his house, which we had originally kind of planned on doing that anyway, but nothing was like finished planning. And we left, and we left the car and went and got food. And we come back to the car, and his dad pulled up. His dad was super nice, by the way. Like you should meet Sterling and his family because they're very nice. They're very impactful people. Anyways, so his dad gets out the car and is like, "Hey, you know, I work on cars a little bit. Let me help out with your car situation." I was like, "Okay, you know." And I started up, and it starts right away like nothing's wrong. It drives around the parking lot and everything. I'm like, "Well, we're good. I'm just gonna drive back tonight so I can switch out for my truck or something, or like we can find another way back up the next day." I get in the car. Me and my dad get in the car. Sterling and his dad leave, and we go to pull out the parking lot, and it does it again, like where it won't go at all. I'm like, "Well, fuck." So we park the car. Sterling's dad comes back and gets us, and we just go to Sterling's house and like spend the night or whatever. I get up the next day around like 11 or 1, and I get the tow truck people to ride back to get my car and ride back to Lancaster. That ride was like the best ride I've ever had in a tow truck. Even though like
how many rides have you had in tow trucks where you can like judge?
2.
Okay. This time was better than the first time.
Exactly. This time was better than the first time. So I'm sitting there, right? And like nobody had really spoke yet or whatever. And I hear Star Wars noises behind me.
Oh my god.
Because it was this guy and his girlfriend, and the girlfriend was watching Star Wars on Disney Plus on her phone. And I turned around and said, "Is that Star Wars Episode 3?
Of course you knew which one. Why, hello there.
And she was like, "Yeah, how did you know?" I was like,
"Well, ma'am, I don't know if you know who you're talking to."
they were so cool. Their names are like Brandon and Madeline. They were really nice.
I'm sure
They were our age. Like
They're
they're
people,
both 23, 22, somewhere in there. I think they were both 22. Actually, now that I think about it, we
I
had
hear
like
Star Wars noises.
we had a great time like riding back, and I didn't want to get like their numbers or anything because I thought it would be weird or
Yeah,
like
no, it would have been.
Yeah.
It would have been weird.
yeah. So I was just like, you know, it's nice. We had a good conversation. We talked about politics and like Tinder because they met on Tinder. I mean,
Twinder.
and they had been together for like a year and were gonna get married or some shit.
Who get married or some shit?
And they were talking about they were looking for new Star Wars things to watch because they had finished The Mandalorian. And I was like, "Oh, you guys should watch Star Wars Rebels." So hopefully
You've done good.
I've done some good.
Hopefully you've done some good in this crazy world of ours.
Oh, man. And my mom was like, "Oh, you can get free towing back." So insurance covered the towing for like 20 miles. And then getting all the way back to Lancaster cost $172.
Oof, that's rough.
Yeah.
You're something Billy.
So, what was I going to say? Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. So anyways, I bit that bullet. But, otherwise it was a good con. I mean, I got towed back through it. I mean, it was definitely an up and down of situations. Because, like, the first day, I had fun, but I didn't really know, like, what I was doing. And then the second day, Quentin came through, by the way. Quentin was like, "Don't let this whole car towing thing get you down. I got a Reaper costume for you. We're going back to the con." And I was like, "Quentin, you're such a homie." And like, we were in the car. The only thing I will say is he didn't let me bring my sword with me. Which, by the way, I got a sword. Hold on. This sword right here. This one. This big one. Right here. This is like, Charlie was like, "That's probably like the best sword that you've ever seen," or whatever.
I mean, definitely the best one in person.
Yeah. I mean, I got it for pretty cheap, too. Like, and now we're gonna learn how to sword fight. And,
Okay, bro, don't say those words out loud.
What, sword fight?
Don't say we're going to learn how to sword fight.
We are going to learn how to sword
Oh
fight.
my god, you can't say it like that.
Why? Oh, shit.
Creighton defends his virginity with that sword. That's fucking awesome.
You say that now, but when I can disarm you with this sword, we'll see who's laughing. Parry this, you casual.
Oh, Madeline and Brandon, that's who you meant
Yeah,
on the notes.
yeah. What else do I have on there? Because there's a lot of shit that I wanted to talk about, and I just, like, I'm blanking.
Alright,
on
you
things.
talked about that. Talked about that. You talked about that. I think you talked about everything you had on here.
Oh, the guy at night.
The guy in the street?
Yes.
That was the first thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I don't know if you know
we
this.
shall do.
I didn't really tell you about this until actually I don't think I told you at all. So I was coming home from your house the night after we did the podcast and before I would leave for the con. And I was driving, right? Out of nowhere there's just this guy in the street. And I was like, what the fuck? And like I dropped a piece of the puzzle.
It's okay, bro.
Oh no.
Just don't mess with the puzzle. Tell the
Oh
story.
no. Anyways.
We'll find it.
So
Oh. Thank you, GP.
thank you,
It
GP.
scared me.
So, anyways, it scared the shit out of me because it's like he came out of the darkness, right? And I was like, what the fuck? And then I drove off, right? And I looked in the rear mirror. He was gone.
What was the name of the event?
Ichiban-con.
Ichiban-con.
Yeah.
Like, why do you say that? Now I'm gonna like lay down on my bed and look over.
It was
and
terrifying,
There's like a guy's
you know?
gonna be in my room.
But look,
I
look,
hate scary shit like that, bro.
I don't know if
Ugh.
he was real. It was like late too, so I don't know if I was just hallucinating. But here's what I did, Charlie. I went back, right?
Of course you did. You
I
fucking.
turned
what?
ar-
You're such a white person.
I turned around to check because I was like, "There's no fucking way." And I'm coming back, right? And he appears on the other side of the road. And I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna keep going."
Yeah, good idea.
I looked
That's
back.
what you
in
do
the,
in that situation.
he was in the mirror though that time. Or at least I think he was.
Oh my god. I think he was in the mirror. He probably wasn't on the piece of glass that is my mirror.
But that's yeah. I figured that would be best to tell you on the stream and on the podcast than just text it to you after I left. Are you covering up because you're nervous?
No, it's cold.
It's hot. I'm sweating. Like, how are you cold?
I don't know. I'm cold. You're wearing a bunch of clothes. I'm in shorts. What are you searching for?
I'm looking for the piece. I
Stop.
lost the
We'll
piece.
find it later, bro. You'll be fine.
No, but I feel bad that I lost.
Don't feel bad that you lost it. So, I've got a couple things as well. Not,
Nothing like I had though.
nothing.
Nothing of the
Nothing of the caliber of what you had.
Oh wait. There was one more thing I had to add. So there was a hentai cave.
No.
At this
No.
place.
No. Stop. That's all you had to say. I'm not hearing more. I don't want to hear more.
And Chris.
The Oscar nominations.
Wait.
went
There's one more
through.
thing I have to
No,
add.
there's not one more
Chris-
thing. You just said one more thing. That
Chris-
was your one more thing.
Chris had seen all the hentai in there and was like unsurprised by anything that was in there, and I was mildly impressed.
You're ugly. You're disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
That's what I think of you.
It's called hentai and it's art.
I think I'm not 100% certain, but I'm fairly certain that Joaquin Phoenix will win the lead actor Oscar this year, which I would hope that you would be excited about.
Me?
Yeah, for Joker.
Oh,
For Joker.
yeah.
Because
Cool. I
out
mean,
of the 5 nominations, I've seen 3 of them. The only 2 I haven't seen are Antonio Banderas for Pain and Glory, which I haven't even heard of yet. So, like, I'm not saying he does bad, because he obviously got an Oscar nomination, but I don't know if he did quite as insanely good as Joker. I have to watch Pain and Glory, though. I can't find it. And then Jonathan Pryce in The Two Popes. I just haven't watched that either, but I haven't heard anything comparative to Joaquin Phoenix. Like,
he blew away the competition.
he went nuts, bro.
He
Like,
blew away the competition.
yeah, okay, hilarious. Like, when you have Heath Ledger as your, like, predecessor for a character, like, you would think, like, how scary could this be going in, you know? And then he just killed it.
I didn't think he was really that scary. I thought he was more like just.
You feel bad
sad.
for him. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a setup for the Joker,
Yeah.
not as much like about Joker being Joker.
Yeah.
Which is what makes it so much better.
You know what though? Like, I hope he wins and everything, but I just don't care about the Oscars. Like, I mean, like I do to a certain level. Like, if
I don't care as much about them meaning anything, just because they're so political.
Yeah, I'll
like
look
it's a lot. Like half of the awards are like political. It's like every year it switches back and forth. Like some of the awards are political, and then some are like actually deemed to
Yeah.
the person who deserves them.
like I'll look and see, be like, oh, this person won, or oh, you know. But other than that, I'm not like gonna sit there through the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna watch it. I'll probably watch highlights, I guess, eventually. But.
I gotta watch the two popes just because both of those guys, both popes in the movie, are nominated. One for best lead and one for supporting.
Did that Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver movie get nominated?
Mm-hmm. They both.
Was it called Marriage or something?
Marriage Story.
Marriage Story.
They both got nominated for best lead actor and actress.
They deserved it. I think they were good. I haven't seen it yet. No.
I mean,
you said you were in the middle of watching it, but you said it was hard for you to.
It's hard to watch. Not because it's bad, because it's like sad. It's like the kind of sad that makes you not want to watch it.
See, I don't know if I'd want to watch it because I've my backstory with like my parents and everything. I'm like, yeah,
it's definitely one of those. It hurt for me because of how, like how, not like it didn't put me in that situation because for me it was a lot different than that. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it was just so rough seeing both sides of the thing.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Good, though. I feel like that's what it was trying to do.
I'm a tough guy. I can watch a lot of shit, but I don't know. Like some shit's like.
My brother's similar. He can watch a lot of shit, but he can't watch cancer movies. Yeah. He says I can't watch cancer movies about kids. Those are the ones that fuck him up, and I love those movies because of how sad they make me. Like I love like that emotional makes you like when it can like really pull it out of me. Now you have to go get him a waifu body pillow, Charlie. Nah. Patch Adams. I love Patch Adams.
I don't like waifu. I don't have a waifu, actually, now that I think about it. Like, I knew... Can I tell you something about this con, by the way? I went in knowing nothing about anything, really. I mean, like, I've seen bits and pieces of anime here and there. I've watched One Punch Man before. I like that one. He's funny. I've seen a bit of Cowboy Bebop, and that's about it.
Have you seen The Irishman yet?
No. That's not an anime, though.
It's not, but it's a good movie.
I need to. It's on my list.
I'd say out of all the movies that are, like, GP, I recommend seeing it. Hold on, let me find the movies real fast. Because out of all of them, I'm going to read the ones that are nominated for Best Picture. Wait, is that...
Oh, hey, Quentin's got my Overwatch pictures here.
Okay, here we go.
Can I show this to people at some point?
Maybe.
It's nothing bad. Like, here, I'll let you look
Just send them to me.
Look
I see them. I saw them earlier.
Oh.
Send them to me.
Oh, he sent them? Oh, he showed them to you?
So, these are the Best Picture, like Best Movie nominations.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1 is Ford versus Ferrari. I saw that the night before yesterday. Awesome movie. The Irishman. Awesome movie.
The night before yesterday?
Oh, yeah, 2 nights ago.
Sunday?
No, it's Wednesday. So
Monday?
Monday night.
I thought you were sick Monday.
I was. I watched it here.
Oh, like you bootlegged it?
Yeah, well, no, it's already online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because it's been out for a while. It's been out for a few months already.
Is it good?
It's pretty good. I liked it.
I want to watch it.
I watched that. I watched The Irishman. I haven't seen Jojo Rabbit yet, but it's nominated. Joker. Little Women. Haven't seen that yet. I want to really bad. Marriage Story. 1917. The best war film I've ever seen. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And then Parasite. Parasite is going to be tough for me to watch.
What's Parasite?
I don't know.
Like, what's it about?
It's like a horror movie, I think. It's like... It looks like a horror... I don't know. I don't even want to watch the trailer because of the fucking mindset.
There was something on Netflix a while back that was almost like a Parasite thing, but it's called Perfection, I think. Have you ever seen that?
No. I haven't seen a lot of shit like that.
It's not like a horror movie, though. It's very much a suspense movie. I thought it was going to be a horror movie from the trailers and stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of the stuff in the trailer is, like, within the first 20 minutes. And done. Like, one and done.
Rise of Skywalker got a nomination for sound editing. And then something else. Endgame got a nomination for visual effects. Of course. If it doesn't... I'm trying to think of... I'm looking at all these. If Endgame doesn't win... Bro... I wish Endgame had been nominated for Best Picture. You're talking about the... Charlie don't want to hear your waifu shit.
Who said that?
Giant Panda.
Yeah. Who is Giant Panda?
He's a friend from the community. He's infant. He's been here before. He just hasn't he hasn't stuck around very much.
You know what though?
What?
Like I was gonna say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but this is kind of on a different topic. But going into this con and not really know anything, I still like had a great time. And like honestly, like probably like one of the better experiences of like going out to like a convention, because I've gone with you to gaming conventions before, but I've never actually like been in the convention
Yeah.
itself. And I had way more fun like going in and having like the day pass or
Well-
the 4-day pass and everything. Although yours was like more of a tournament, I think, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, but to be fair, the thing we went to, it was less like us going to a thing and more like
Just
you
taking
guys.
you to a thing.
Yeah, I went there to see my friends, and you guys just all went and made it a thing yourself, so that you could all do something. And it's still, we all had a lot of fun on both sides.
Oh yeah.
But
But I think I had way more fun with this than I did going to Atlanta.
well, yeah, because you didn't go do what I was gonna do. You just
Yeah.
were in Atlanta,
I wish you'd
Like-
come to Saturday.
maybe.
Because like
But no, I don't think I would have. I don't think I would have had as much fun as you
the
guys did.
MCU like
That would have
panel,
been the only thing I liked, but
Yeah.
I would have.
you would have got mad.
I would
It
have
would've made you so mad.
I would have yelled at that lady, and I don't want to do that in public. I don't, and the thing is, I don't want to yell because I'd have to literally. It's a big room and a lot of people.
Well, this room was actually kind of small because it was like the biggest thing going on. It was going on during the Truth or Dare panel, which every fucking body at the con wanted to go to that one. That was still there. So
Yeah.
this one was smaller.
I don't know. I would have been like, if I had been like active, like maybe, but like mentally and like at a certain point, you know, you've been walking around, you're tired, and like if I'm tired, I don't feel like debating. You know, like I can debate with the best of them depending on what the topic is. Like if you give me, you know, if you tell me what it's gonna be and let me sit there and like gather my thoughts, especially if it's something like the MCU, something I know about, you know, I would have like, if I had known that was gonna be a thing and I was like planning to go to that. The 2 weeks leading up, I would have watched everything again. I would have watched the whole MCU again, from beginning to end, like every movie.
Oh, we probably could have checked out the events and planned it better, but I didn't know anything. I went in blind.
Yes, Copenhagen. I think it was better than Saving Private Ryan.
So, here's a topic I want to talk about that was brought up during that panel
Oh my god.
that I feel like it's going to make you mad.
Is it the one you told me about the other day?
Which one? Oh, the Thanos one? No, this is a different one.
Okay.
This is a different level of anger
Oh
for you.
no, dude. What?
They said Iron Man is not a good guy.
In what regard?
Like, just not a good guy at all in any aspect.
In any capacity, he's not a good character or not a good
that
person?
Okay, so they didn't cover like if he was a good character, but they were just like he's not a hero. I'm waiting to see how that makes you, how that rolls over in your brain.
I mean, I know what their argument is gonna be, but that's dumb to assume that. That's like saying that Batman isn't a superhero.
Well, it's more along the lines of they feel like he acts irresponsible and he acts like a jerk throughout like the whole MCU and
So
like,
he still saves everybody twice.
but before that,
him single-handedly saves everyone twice. Take out Ultron, you know, don't even count him there. Don't count him in Iron Man 3 or Iron Man 2 or Iron Man 1. And he didn't like save the world in Iron Man 1 or 2 or 3, but he saved people, you know, but Avengers 1 and Endgame, bro.
I think their
He
biggest
saved
arguments,
everybody.
I think their biggest arguments were about how like he treated Spider-Man and how like, you know the part in Spider-Man Homecoming.
The
where,
point was Iron Man is not a good father figure for Peter Parker, says Quentin.
Yes, that's what. It was.
Yeah, that's super.
But
accurate.
there was a point before that saying, or after that saying that he's not a good
Is
guy.
Deadpool a hero? See, that's a good question.
That's a fair point.
That's a
too.
better question because he's less of a hero and more of like. He's more of a like. He's more of a Grim Reaper to criminals than a hero for hero's sake.
He's an
You know what I mean?
anti-hero.
Yeah, he's definitely an anti.
But you could make the same argument about Iron Man, I guess, too.
No,
Kind of.
no. He straight up saves people
Yeah.
for the
But doesn't
sake of
Deadpool?
saving them. Sure, but not in the same. He seeks out bad guys to kill viciously
That's fair.
and murder and like he's just straight up trying to kill bad guys. Iron Man isn't like I'm gonna go kill some bad guys today. He's like, how can I save the planet? How can I bring peace in our time? How can I, you know, use my riches for this? You know, let me solve clean energy real quick. Like in the MCU, in that universe, I mean, he's the richest man on the planet, obviously, and he's like very much using his fortune for good. He's very much using his fortune to better the planet and better the universe and save people. I mean, he was really, like, you can't say he wasn't a bad father figure to Peter. Yes. A bad father figure probably to anybody before he had a real biological daughter. Mm-hmm. And, like, we only get to see him for the first couple of years of her life. So, like, would he have been a better father in his later years? Probably. From what we see in that movie, he's a fantastic... Like, he grows up the most by the time the second part of Endgame starts. By the time that you see him after, you know, in the 5 years later...
Mm-hmm.
Or
5
Is it 4
years
or 5 years?
later.
Is it 5? Yeah. 5 years pass, like, from the 5 year, pass point on... You get, like, the adult Tony Stark that you've been wanting this whole time. Because he never makes... Everything's very calculated. Everything... All his... what's the word?
Everything's...
his decision-making is very reasonable and very, like...
Adjusted.
No.
Not
Like,
adjusted.
mature.
Matured?
Like, in the past...
Evolved.
The best scene that explains it, who he is after the snap... Or not after the snap, but after the... years after, is when he sits down with Pepper after he figures out that he can, spoiler alert, that he figures out how to do time travel, and he starts talking to her about why he thinks he should do it. It's not him just doing it. He's talking to his partner, who is his partner now. They have a daughter. That's his wife.
They're married, yeah.
They're married. He's making this decision with her. It's their decision, not his decision. He makes decisions much more calculated. He's being very careful. And then the whole way, that's like his goal is, I'll bring back what we lost, but I can't lose what I gained at the same time. You know, he has a mission, and he's not so crazed. If you want to make an argument that Infinity War, Tony Stark, and before would be a bad role model for Peter, sure. If we had gotten the role model of Tony after Endgame for Peter, he probably would have been a pretty good role model. But, you know, who knows?
That's why
if he had lived through Endgame, it would have been horrible for his ego.
That's why
like, bro,
he
would have been like Tony. Imagine Tony saving the fucking universe.
Yeah. Like,
that would have been awesome.
I kind of hate that they did the 5-year jump. I wish we would have seen like more of that evolution instead of like.
It would have been a 7-hour movie.
I know, but like. At some point, I hope that they do go back and kind of cover that ground in between, because, like, I would be interested to see, like, not just for Tony either, but for all of them. Can we talk about the Thanos thing?
With Gamora?
Yes.
Nah.
Yeah, come on.
Okay,
I want to hear.
Ask your thing so Quentin can tell me what they really said.
Okay.
First, actually, hold on, let me say what Quentin said first.
Okay.
He said a good thing brought up that wasn't a flaw in the MCU was should Deadpool be incorporated into the MCU?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yes. Of course.
In what regard?
In the same regard that he's... Okay, so I think they should keep him at an R-rated movie, because that's
it's
just...
Deadpool.
Yeah, it's Deadpool.
You can't not.
Yeah, and I think you could have him do crossovers, like in a Spider-Man movie. I don't know if...
Quentin says absolutely not.
I think they could do a crossover and it'd be funny, because they cross him over all the time in the Spider-Man TV show. And it's pretty... I mean, it's funny, and they make fun of it being censored for kids, you know what I mean? And
I think it would be really awesome.
I think they could do it.
I think it would be really awesome.
I think it could turn the MCU around, really.
Around? It's amazing already.
Not turn around, but what's the word I'm looking for? I think it could pick it up to another level, if that makes sense. Because it's already at a pretty high level, and this could just take it even further. And Quentin's like, absolutely not, because I don't want to have Deadpool and Spider-Man together, because Quentin's a narc.
Don't want? Why do you... Quentin... I mean, Deadpool and Spider-Man together are classically hilarious. Like, that's part of their thing. Stop reading chat. Stop.
You're reading chat? I want to read.
No, you're bad at it.
You're bad at it. You've interrupted several of my stories just to talk about chat.
Only because they have points to go with the story.
It's not, let me finish the story first, then we'll go back and look at the points. By the way, I told you I figured out when we're going to do that 24-hour podcast.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Friday the 13th, starting at like 5. into Saturday the 14th at 5.
Mm-hmm.
Are you down?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know I don't know what I'm doing that week, bro. I don't know.
Come on, just
I'm going
plan.
to Vegas in April.
Oh my god.
Plans change, bro. I don't know. I wasn't going to Vegas 6 days ago. 5 days ago I was. Like it's the kind of
Dude,
thing.
we got to do it because we need a 24-hour podcast and we need to plan it kind
First
of
of all,
far
we can't
out.
have a 24-hour podcast. We can have a 24-hour
Or a
stream.
24-hour stream. That's what I mean.
Maybe.
The people want it, Charlie.
I mean, you say that, and while I don't disagree, where it would be fun, I just don't know yet. I mean, listen. Oh. My body is not prepared for a 24-hour podcast, I don't think.
It's just because you're a pussy.
Probably. Like,
Did I tell you that story, by the way?
what?
About my mom, like, fussing at my cousins and calling them pussies?
No, I don't want to hear this.
Come on, that's hilarious.
No. Hold on. Go ahead and ask your other MCU thing with
The Thanos.
Yeah,
Okay,
go
so
ahead.
one of the points brought up was
March.
that Thanos' sacrifice of Gamora shouldn't work because he didn't really love her. He only viewed her as a weapon. And look, I made that same face because I was like, I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one.
Because, like,
That
while
is-
you can make the argument that he does view her as a weapon, that doesn't mean he didn't love her in his
Yeah.
own twisted way.
Yeah. If you have a child and train them to be a martial artist, that doesn't mean that you don't love them anymore.
Yeah.
Like, in Thanos' own twisted, like, fucked up way, he
He loved-
definitely loved Gamora. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he cried
Yeah.
when he killed her. He doesn't
That's what
cry
I
about
said.
anybody. Not only does he not cry about anybody, he barely shows negative emotions toward anything outside of, like, just annoyance
Yeah.
for any characters. Like, the only time he shows real fear, and like it's not even when Scarlet Witch is about to kill him, because he knows that all he has to do is call the thing to start shooting and he'll be fine. The only time he gets, like, noticeably worried is when Captain Marvel tears the ship down and the ship crashes and he realizes
Yeah.
he doesn't have that anymore.
Yeah.
The camera goes down to him and he's like
Yeah.
he's like breathing heavy and looks like there's like this gleam of, like, I think I'm gonna lose.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's that crazy.
It's like, oh, I could lose.
I could lose now.
Yeah.
Like, and like that's the only time you see him truly, like, worried in the whole of him being.
Even, like, when he's about to die.
he
you
doesn't
don't
care
really-
when he's about to die in this, or even in the
It's
beginning
more
of the
like
movie
just
when the other
this-
Thanos died.
It's more
The
just
Thanos
like...
from Infinity War.
Yeah, it's more just like quiet acceptance, you know what I mean? That he lost.
See, that was later adjusted in Endgame 2 to just be a soul for a soul. What do you mean, a soul for a soul? I don't understand that.
Oh, so Red Skull says something like a soul for a soul. But, like, I think it just depends on the person visiting, necessarily. But, I mean, they still care about each other a lot. Like, not Scarlet Witch, like, Black Widow and Hawkeye. You know, you can tell that they both love each other.
they're in love. I mean, in their own way, that's love.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I think Red Skull does say something about a soul for a soul, which you can make the argument that that's the same thing that Thanos did with Gamora. Like,
yeah.
that he sacrificed her soul for the Soul Stone.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I mean,
That argument, like,
in the MCU, going into that movie, there was not a character that Thanos probably loved more in any capacity
than Gamora.
than Gamora. Like, no one. There's no one he's ever even shown, like, warmth towards.
Like, even towards the beginning of them meeting, when you see that in Infinity War, like,
Yeah.
them meeting for the first time, you can tell that he just really cares about her.
Of how Thanos, the argument of how Thanos didn't love Gamora, it was changed from what you love the most to a soul for a soul. He wouldn't have gotten the Soul Stone if he didn't, says Bumper.
Exactly. And they were like, he shouldn't have gotten the Soul Stone because he didn't care about her. And I was like...
Even if they did change it to soul for a soul, Thanos still loved Gamora.
Yeah.
Like, even if that was still the way it works for both sides, because Thanos did love Gamora. There's no way... I mean, it just doesn't make sense thematically for him not to have loved Gamora.
And
It's the reason she was there. It's the reason they, like, said it in the first place. It's also the reason that he's crying. I mean, he never even, like, has, like... He doesn't call Nebula daughter. You know, he
Yeah.
calls her daughter.
And
He
it's
says
not,
daughter. Like, that's like his thing, is
Yeah.
calling her a daughter to him.
and it's not like just a soul for a soul either. Because if that was the case, he probably would have sacrificed somebody else instead of Gamora because of how much. He loved her.
Yeah. Well, he didn't know. They didn't know going in. He didn't know when he
Yeah.
took Gamora that was the deal. Hawkeye didn't know when he took Scarlett Johansson. Like, they didn't. They didn't know going. You know,
Well, I
both
thought
times.
they did know though. Like, because
No,
that
they
was
didn't.
after Gamora.
Yeah, but no one was there with Gamora and Thanos. They didn't. No one knew.
They knew Gamora was dead, and what's
They
her name?
didn't know.
Nebula knew.
Nebula didn't know the
Nebula
rules.
did know. Well, she knew that he
She
sacrificed Gamora for the Soul Stone.
He didn't know he sacrificed her. He just knew she died. All they thought
Well,
was
how
that
did she
he
know
just
she died?
because she didn't come. Thanos said she died. He said he had to kill her.
Oh.
That's all. You don't. No one ever. They're very careful about the words they use in the whole. When he's like getting, when Mantis is on like sitting on his shoulders, like messing with his head. They're very careful about the words so that you understand that none of those characters know what happened exactly. Just that Gamora died, and that Thanos was responsible.
By the way, that Gamora's still dead. We never got like Gamora back.
Yeah, probably. At least not yet.
I mean, we have a Gamora, but we don't have that Gamora.
That's what I'm saying. We probably don't have. We don't have her back yet.
Why do you keep saying yet?
I think she's
There's
coming
no
back.
yet about it. What?
I think she's coming back.
I don't want. I hope she doesn't come back. Like, that'll kind of undermine the whole point.
Maybe. I don't know. Depends on Guardians 3. I think Guardians 3 will bring her back.
Fuck
And
that.
if not Guardians 3, it'll be Doctor Strange.
Fuck that.
I'm not arguing against you. I'm arguing against the logic. Wait.
Wait, what?
Logic. The flaw.
No, I know
Logic,
that. I
logic.
get that part. What is he arguing about?
He's arguing against like what was wrong with the argument in the first place when they were making it.
like what their argument was. Yeah, like at that point, that's when I was like, okay, so this isn't really going to be like a real tearing apart of the MCU. This is going to be like, oh, this is why I didn't like and why I think that.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like as soon as you. I was like, oh, this is like the PC culture people of the world having problems with the MCU because of like their problems with the
I wouldn't
world.
say they were PC culture.
I'm not saying they were either. I'm just saying it's that kind of argument. It's like social justice warrior arguments in a movie scenario. It's like, why are you having these arguments? These are the dumb arguments.
I feel like you're putting your own agenda on this.
This is not my agenda.
Nah,
I don't
sounds
care
like
either
your
way.
agenda.
That's what their problems were, the kind of problems those people like the
I
people would
guess.
have.
That wasn't my point. My point was like I just
I
thought they
didn't say
were
it was
wrong
your
about the
point.
MCU. You're the one that's like, oh, it's PC culture.
What?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that's what their thing was.
They're saying that they're PC culture?
Yes.
I don't think they're PC culture.
I don't know. That's what their
I think
arguments
you're
sounded
jumping to
like.
conclusion about this.
Their immediate problems with the MCU were something to do with an overarching male character falsely loving somebody in a way that they don't understand.
Yeah, but that wasn't their... Their point wasn't about it being a male figure or anything like that.
That's not what they
But
said.
they were talking about another thing too that's probably just gonna feed into what you're saying. But like they were talking about like how
that's funny.
they were they didn't like the whole group shot with all the girls together. Like, you know what I'm talking about in the battle. Like
They didn't like that?
they didn't like
See,
that.
that was awesome to me.
They were like, it doesn't make sense that they would all know each other, and they've never really interacted any of them together
Well,
on screen before.
The thing that a
and
lot
I
of
was
people
like,
were annoyed with that scene,
it's very tongue in cheek, kind of.
I don't think it was.
I
Well, the big problem with that scene for most people was they were like, I don't like people shoving the whole like feminism thing down my throat. I'm like, first of all, if you didn't have a problem with it in Infinity War, you shouldn't have a problem with it now because it happens in Infinity War.
Yeah.
Just to a much smaller extent.
Yeah.
Like literally the same scene, and it's when Black Widow does it. Black Widow comes to save the day when she saves Scarlet Witch from Blue Chick, and then this time it's her coming back and saying that they're not alone, or she's not alone instead.
Yeah.
And
Like
it's
a
like,
passing of the
one,
torch.
it's a tribute. Yeah, it's a passing of the torch from Black Widow to Scarlet Witch. Peter's there, so it's not only women. But for all the women to come, it's just a dope moment. Like
I thought it was nice too.
Yeah, what's wrong with having a bunch of women superheroes? Is that a problem? Are we getting to that point where like you can't have it one way on both sides. If there is a big social justice movement happening, like there has to be a give and a take, bro. We can't like all get on one side of this. But I mean, it's not a bad moment. I mean, like, women are powerful.
My thing.
Everyone's powerful.
Oh, yeah.
Women, men. Like, there's more men in the MCU than there are women.
Absolutely.
So, like, let the women have their moment. Like, let a cool moment happen with the women. It's dope.
Absolutely. My thing about it is, I think, like, if you don't like it, like, you know how many times the Avengers have all posed together? And, like, people get mad, well, like, logically, this person should be here and all this. Like, none of you guys got mad when all the Avengers were posing together, even though technically it didn't make sense from a technical perspective. But
there's like
nobody
3
got mad.
continuity problems with that scene too, like whenever it's showing all of them.
Yeah.
Because like when it's showing all of them and it's
in
going
all
up
of
to
the
Cap,
Avengers movies, really, except
yeah,
for like.
I mean,
Infinity War.
in the shot,
where
are
you talking about the New York one, or are you talking about the?
Hold on, let me talk.
Sorry.
In Endgame.
Okay,
The shot of them all, like, showing all the Avengers and Cap's assemble, like, that whole thing. Like, when it's going to Cap, and you see Black Panther off to the right of the screen.
Oh, yeah, he does like this.
He's, like, doing this, and then it clip, like, and it's like, he's literally, like, going up to do it. And then, in the next scene, like, no, it's the other way around. He's, like, he, like, gets his arms up like this when it's going up to Cap, like he's about to attack. And then it goes right from him doing this. I mean, literally, like, no frames difference. From this to cut to right on him, and he's like this. Like it just doesn't look or make any sense. It's the same with Thor. Like, a lot of the people look different from the moment.
That's what you get when you get, like, a group shot
Oh, yeah,
with
it's
a
definitely
bazillion people in
It's
it.
definitely difficult. But, I mean, you know, if people want to argue about shit, argue about that. If you're going to argue about something, argue about things that logistically made no sense. Like, things that actually happened, continuity problems that were really there. If you're going to have a problem like that. Don't argue because, like, well, Spider-Man shouldn't be behind anybody. He should be in front of Drax, not behind him. And Umbatu shouldn't have even had a big moment where he yelled. Someone else should have had that because they're more important. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Let some people have their moment, dude. It pissed me off.
Let's just have a great time and watch a movie. I'm tired of everybody.
People are so equal, we are separate. Bumper. That is the smartest thing you've ever said. Oh, I'm taking a picture. Oh, that was the funniest shit
That was
I've
hilarious.
ever seen in my life.
Will you send that to me?
Yeah, I'm tweeting it out. Oh, that was the great. Oh my god.
Shit gets real, man.
Oh, such a great tweet. People are so equal, we are separate. Oh, it's the greatest thing I've ever seen you say, Bumper. You're my favorite person. Bumper, why can't you come to South Carolina and watch a movie with me? I don't even like Shake. Why did I go see a movie with Shake, bro? We're not even friends. Oh, dude.
When I tell you...
People. That's the best word in that sentence. Is
People
that he said
are
people.
so equal.
People are so equal, we are separate. Oh, is that you?
Yeah.
Wait,
No, that's not me.
Oh, shit. What, dude? I'm streaming.
Who says
Come
it?
talk to me there. Sneaky. My buddy Sneaky. What a douchebag, bro. I'm planning things with Sneaky right now. Super Soaker staying with... Yo, seriously? Oh my god, bro. Let's go. So, I loosely told you, but I'm going to Vegas. So I'll tell on the stream. I'm not saying when, but it's April 28th.
What's the Vegas thing for?
So, my buddy...
Am I going?
No.
Oh.
I mean, unless you want to save up some money. But even then,
I mean,
like,
my
you
birthday's
can't
the
go
week
with me.
before.
That's dope. Dope. That would be so dope if you could go. Bro, shut.
What would we do in Vegas?
I don't know, bro. I mean, for me, so I'm going because my friends, Justin and Ryan, Big Bro Fly and T-Rose live in Vegas. And I'm staying with them. T-Rose, Ryan, that's his real name, he plays Fortnite professionally. And they have an event in Vegas every Friday called Friday Frag, or the Friday Frag event in Vegas, where they have like a big Fortnite tournament. And he's really good. And, what? What? Wait. Goats, all of them. Yes, I agree. Anyway, O-U-I, we. Like, we. Yes. Sorry, I read chat. Anyway, the original plan was, Justin said, hey, dude, if you can make it out here, we'll cover everything else. You know, if you can fly out, we got your room, you know, you can stay with us, all this stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, bet. I went on Just Fly, started looking at prices, you know, this, that, and the other. I'm looking and looking and looking. I find a flight from Tuesday to Saturday for $112.
Oh.
Yeah, so like I was like, can I stay for 5 days? And he was like, yes. So I was like, fucking purchase. Like, I was so, like, as soon as I got confirmation, like, do it, I was like, bro, I clicked everything. I was, like, typing on my, I was like, this flight better not get fucking bought. So I got it. So I'm going to be going there for that. And then I told Sneaky, and Sneaky was like, dude, I'm in Oregon. That's, like, right there. Let me look at flights. I was like, bro, look, if you go to Vegas, that's dope. But, like, I can't just... This isn't like Anaheim where I can, like, talk the guys into us all staying together because then we all get to spend... You know, I can't invite you to someone else's house, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So Sneaky was like, oh, well, then fuck it, dude. I'll get... We have another buddy named Impulse who lives in Vegas. He's like, I'll talk to Impulse, see if I can stay with him. I was like, okay, dope. That would be cool because then you guys could hang out whenever we're not able to. And then we could all meet up together certain days. And he was like, yeah. And then Bumper just said that not only is Bumper going now, but Bumper's going and our friend Nick is going. Like Super Soaker Nick. So Nick, Bumper, Sneaky, Impulse, and I don't know yet, but I think he's talking to our friend Train as well. Like they're trying to get like a whole straight up InFam meetup in Vegas. What? I mean, look, if you can go, cool, but I can't like just tag you onto I can't put you in my luggage. like if we can find a ticket, cool, but I mean, it's expensive.
How much was it for you?
For me, it was $112.
Oh, I could do that.
Well, yeah, you could do that, but the problem is, like, that's not what the flights usually are. I got really lucky.
Oh.
I got, like...
Just give me another one of your tickets.
I can't do it. Like, that's not the way it works. That's not the way... You know what? Hold on, let me see if... Let me go on Just Fly and plug in those dates.
Because we got to start touring together.
Okay, leaving from...
I want to go to your InFam meetup so I can meet up with the InFam and talk shit with the InFam.
Uh-huh.
Maybe join the InFam. I don't know.
Right.
Do I got to get tattooed on me?
Yes. That's the way it works.
Yeah. I really was hoping for branding.
Let me see if the flights are the same as they were a few days ago. I doubt they're going to be, but I guess we'll find out. Okay. Remember Home Improvement? Oh shit! They're still $112.
See? Look at that.
Okay, let's see. So
Look at what
you would leave. You'd arrive. This is literally my flight. The flight I got is still available, like tickets for it. What? They said that. So yeah, okay. There's less than 4 seats left. There were 6 whenever I was buying it. So just no one else has bought this ticket. Yo.
You and someone else bought a ticket.
Yeah, me and someone else. So the way it would work is we would be on the same flight, I think, like literally the same flight. We would leave Charlotte Tuesday at 3 p.m. We'd arrive in Houston at 4:55 p.m. There'd be a 3-hour layover. We'd leave Houston at 7:50, and we'd arrive in Vegas at 9:15, Vegas time. And then we would be there until Saturday. And then Saturday, we would leave at 1 a.m. on Saturday, so like Friday night. So Saturday. And then we'd get to Houston at 5:48 Houston time. There'd be an hour and 40-minute layover. And then we would leave... We'd leave Houston at 7:27 Houston time, and we'd get back to Charlotte at 11 a.m. Saturday. That's the way it would. That's the way the news goes.
That sounds awesome.
It does sound awesome. I mean, dude, like, we'll talk. I don't think you're gonna be able to stay with me, but make it the way it works, Charles. Shut up, Bumper. Look, Bumper, talk to Sneaky. Maybe Creighton can stay with you guys. You know, like if he can stay with you guys, fucking dope. I don't care. I mean, I don't care, but like, I'm not inviting people to fucking.
No, I get
Justin's
that
house, you know what I'm
part.
saying? Like,
But like, if I could find a way to go, that'd be pretty.
that would
nice.
be dope. Well, it's $112.
Yeah.
I mean,
pretty
and you
cheap.
got
I spent more than that on. Well, no, I didn't spend more than that. Let's see.
For
I
the
spent
anime
more,
thing?
No, for one of my phones at one point. Not this phone.
Oh, well,
but-
yeah. Oh, well, dude, 112 is fucking nothing
Yeah.
to go to Vegas. Oh, last time I went to Vegas, it was like $280.
And I could gamble and just win it all back.
No. Yes, but no. Like, for you to...
You kind of want to now, don't you?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm going to, but I know how.
Well,
Like,
then
I would
do
have to train you. Like, what you and me need to do is here in the next... Because that's in... You know, we got time. We got the rest of January, then all of February, all of March, basically all of April, because it's
Yeah.
the last 2 days of April.
Yeah.
So we get, like, 100 days before this trip. Like, in the next couple months, we should just go to Cherokee. And, like, I take you around and do some... Like, play some blackjack. Not poker. I don't want to put you through poker because you just don't have enough time to practice
And
that.
I don't have attention span for it.
Yeah, but we could play blackjack, we could play craps, and like you not spend a ton of money and us have fun. Okay, I'm gonna give you chat because I gotta take a shit.
Just blow my wad all
Just
over chat.
blow your wad all over chat. So I'm gonna cover my face
Hey,
so you
chat.
don't lose your shit. Can you read that?
Hey.
So that's
We'll-
what
we'll be
guys,
in
have fun talking to Creighton. I'm gonna be in chat on my phone, but I gotta take a shit.
Talk to
So
them
bad.
about your Ichiban Con. Will be a huge hit.
Yeah, there you go. Talk about that.
Oh man, which part about that? There's so much, dude. What's with all the shoes? I just noticed that.
I've had those.
He's got like a line of shoes,
talk about
like lining up the base of this wall over here. God, what else can I say about the con? I got a sword. So I didn't go to many of the panels because like I just didn't care about the information. But there was this doodle panel that was pretty fun, and we drew like all kinds of shit that was hilarious. I didn't draw that time. I'm kind of taking a break from drawing right now. But actually, you know what? If I can, I'm going to try to tweet out my pictures from when I was dressed up as Reaper. Because that shit's pretty dope. Thank you, Quentin, by the way, for not only providing a costume, but also taking pictures of me in the costume. Also, I need to talk about how some people that are my quote-unquote friends think that I'm a furry. Which clearly, I am not. Send them to me on Twitter and I can show them on the stream when I get back. Okay, I will do that, Charlie. I'm gonna post them too, as well. But I don't know if I told Charlie about this, but like, so I was talking to my friend Kayla, and she has this friend named Isaiah. And apparently they've both been like talking about me when I'm not around, and they've come to the conclusion that I'm a furry, even though I don't have anything to do really with furry culture. And like I made this point the other day in our group chat. I was like, I'm only into like titties that are in a horizontal in a horizontal capacity. I couldn't do like the vertical shit that's like where it's two going down. You know what I mean? I could do multiple across, but none going down. But I don't know. And I'm not into the art for it. I'm not into like the whole dressing up in a furry costume. Like it's way too hot to be doing that shit. I'll sweat. And I just there's nothing about it that's really appealing to me. And I would never, I don't know, I've never found like a cross person to be attractive to me. I mean, like, not even a little bit. Like, it's just, no. Are you using those, using our, what are they, emotes? Yeah. That's a good use of our emotes, Charlie. Also, shut up, Quentin. Looks like Baby Yoda's taking his shirt off. It does, kind of. And then Perry, the platypus, is just watching. Oh man, that's the kind of fan fiction that you're into, huh, Charlie? That's what he's on the toilet thinking about right now. Baby Yoda taking his shirt off while Perry the platypus watches. But anyways, it was a great con. I want to go to this thing called HeroCon, which is in Charlotte at some point, and I don't know when that's going to be. We got to work out our schedules and everything. But to add to the furry thing, I'm going with Quentin to a furry convention for his birthday because he asked me to, very politely. And now it just looks like you're taking the shirt off of Perry. Anyways, I'm doing it for him for his birthday. I'm not wearing a fursuit or anything. I think Quentin might be. I'm not completely sure what's happening there. I don't even know, like, Quentin, when is that, by the way? I need to know so I can take off for work, and I need to know if I need money for it. If you could let me know that, text it to me, you know, whatever you gotta do, I will make the arrangements properly. Mace, just text it to me, Quentin, damn it. I keep forgetting. So anyways, that's what's going on in my life. Is that another, like, Thursday through Sunday kind of thing? Also, where is it gonna be? Because, like, I need to know. I need to know, Quentin. Let me know. Talk to me. Speak with me. Let me know what you think. Share with me your deepest desires. Oh, I hear a rumble and a tumbling. Must be Charlie back from his shit.
Yeah, I got a lot of shoes.
How was it?
It was good. Looks like blueberries.
The shoes?
When you eat blueberries, it shows in your shit, like very prominently. Like my shit's like a dark brown, like a dark black
Quentin, is this your
purple
first
color.
Oh, I didn't send you those pictures, by the way.
Okay. Did you post them on Twitter?
I haven't posted them yet.
Okay.
I hadn't even saved them to my camera roll. So, you were listening to what I was saying when I was gone? Or when you
Sure.
were gone? That sounded weird. Do you think I'm a furry?
Sure, yeah.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. It's fun to.
Oh, it's
think
like a
that.
fun, because you would have never guessed?
Sure.
You're ugly. You're disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
Hey, Shy. What's up, bro?
Why would you say that about Quentin?
Oh my god. Shy, just talk to me for a second. Just ask me anything so I can like not think about this guy for like 10 seconds.
Don't you want to look lovingly into my eyes, Charlie?
Shy, hurry, I'm begging you. Anything.
Charlie never looks me in the eyes anymore when we make love.
I hate it here. I want to go home.
Oh, man. So,
What? Dude? What? Say anything.
oh, I was going to say, so, this, HeroCon, do you want to go with me to that?
What is it?
It's like a superhero convention in Charlotte.
Maybe.
It's going to be really fun, apparently.
Shy, so much. It was the best war movie I've ever seen, but one of the best movies I've ever seen as well.
Quentin said, but this is your home.
No, it's not anymore. I don't live here anymore. I'm moving out. Just
So do you want me to
creating
just
some shit.
DM, so what, I would be living
Yeah, just
here?
message them to me, dude. Like I can show the stream any screen on my computer.
Right now? Just message them to you?
Yes. I'm gonna kill you. Let me double check. Oh wait, is there anything?
I
scary?
can't send multiple in one message? I gotta click each fucking thing. That first one wasn't me. That second
No,
one.
they're all you.
Are they? I only sent it once.
Okay.
So
So this is one picture.
yeah, that's me in the Reaper costume right
This
now.
Reaper
Yeah.
costume. This is you.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is.
That is somebody we met at the con. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Actually, I ran into her and her boyfriend, who is in the other Reaper costume, a lot.
Oh my god, so many pictures.
Yeah. Well, we had a photo shoot on the staircase.
I
right
see
there.
that.
The grand staircase of the thing. That one's
Okay.
kind of blurry.
I'm getting a better idea for how big this con was.
Yeah, I'm
Like a
telling you, you
bigger-
should have looked
big
at
room.
some of the stuff on my story. Because, like, did you see, by the way, the Truth or Dare, like, panel video that I shot, like, before we went into the panel? Like, we were in a hallway that was probably about, like, 20 feet wide and, like, probably at least, like, you know, a good 80, 100, I don't know, 180 feet long or whatever. It was a huge hallway. The thing was packed wall to wall with a space that the people had to, like, carve out in the middle for people that were still just doing shit in the con to be able to walk by.
Yeah.
Of people trying to get in the truth are there, and not everybody got in there. Like, and if you left, like, you weren't allowed back in at all. Like, that's how much like that specific panel was packed, and how much people wanted to get into that event and see it.
I mean, if you're well, no, that's mean. I'm not gonna say
If
that.
you're a what?
If you're the kind of guy that are going to these anime things that doesn't get out much, like,
Yes.
if you know what's going on in there, of course you want to go see that, you know?
Yes. I didn't even know it was a thing until they were, like, I met Lacey and my other friend Bill and this other guy Johnny, who were really cool at the con, and they were telling me all about it, like, Friday night, the night before, when we were just hanging out at the bar. By the way, this was, like, a super nice hotel. I don't even know what it's called, but, like, next year, I'm definitely getting rooms.
When we
A
went,
room.
when we went to Vegas and Anaheim and all these places, I mean, like, they're not gonna have these convention centers that, like, just a building. You know, they have them at really nice hotels or right next to really nice. Anaheim, dude. The Anaheim events are so crazy because, like, the convention center where they're hosting all these events is literally right next to Disneyland. I mean, like, not like right next to it, like it's 6 miles away. Like, here's the convention center. Walk outside. There's Disneyland. I mean, like, next to it. Like, you're at Disneyland when you're at these convention centers.
Did you go to Disneyland while you were there?
Last time.
How was it?
It was awesome. It's fucking dope.
I've been to Disney World, but not Disneyland. But I've heard it's smaller, actually, than Disney World.
Actually, wait. No, it wasn't this last. It was the time before last time. But yeah, it's way... I don't know. I haven't been to Disney World, so I don't know. I've heard that Disney World is way more fun for the rides. Disneyland feels fucking magical. When you're walking around, you're like, I'm not on our planet anymore.
That's how I felt in Disney World.
Disneyland, it's like, it feels like you're in, like, Tangled. Like, it feels like you're in the city in Tangled. You're like, oh, I'm in, like, a Disney castle. Like, I'm in a fucking place where everything, like, every brick, every fucking railing, like, everything's fucking amazing, magical looking. It's crazy.
A magical place.
It is. It's so nice. Bro, I want to go back so bad. I want to go to Disney. I want to go to either one.
You know
I want
where
to
we
go to
should
Disney
go?
World, Disneyland, what?
We should, at some point, we should have an event where we just go to Disney World and, like, do vlogs the whole thing.
No, I don't
You don't
want
want
to
to?
vlog. Vlogs
You
are
don't
dumb.
want
But, like, I mean, they're not dumb. They're fun if you can do them right, but I don't want to do
You
that.
don't want to do it? Okay.
You guys can. I don't want to. I mean, I would gladly be in one. Hey, Leslie.
Hey, Leslie. How are you, you beautiful person?
When are you going to Disney World, GP?
Me?
GP. Are you
Oh.
GP?
Oh.
Giant Panda. He said, I'm currently planning to go to Disney World, actually. Bro, that'd be dope if we got, like, a big MFAM thing and went to Disney World.
Cool. I'd be down to it. We could do a podcast from Disney World.
We could get a fucking Airbnb, like, fucking 80 of us. An Airbnb hotel. We just all get a
I
fucking...
thought you meant, like, some small-ass Airbnb and 80 people just show up.
No, like a big-ass May-ish.
Like
Ooh.
like it's some kind of trailer in the backyard of this place. Just 80
Yeah, you want to
people
go to
roll-
Disney World in May?
Sure. Well, wait, we got something going on in May, don't we? Oh, FurryCon. That's what we got going on.
Oh,
or I
okay.
got that going on in May.
Fuck.
You don't. But it depends on when in May.
Yeah.
Clinton said 7th through 11th in May.
I would be so down to go to Disney World.
But, like, the only thing is, like,
Sorry, I'm very sleepy, guys. I apologize for yawning.
I'm probably not going to have money after the FurryCon.
Leslie, don't let him meet you without me being there.
Who?
Nathan's gonna meet Leslie soon.
What? I want to go.
We have to go meet.
Yeah, Leslie's awesome. I want to meet Leslie.
Cedar Point is all we know so far is June. Pretty definitively, like I'm pretty sure it's.
I don't know if you can. Oh, you can't
They can
see
see
it.
it.
I was like,
Evie's just fucking going ham on that chair, bro. Evie, are you good?
Look at her.
She's looking at us.
Hey.
Hey, Evie.
Hey, Evie.
Okay. Anyway,
Come on, Evie.
he said you too. What? You mean me? Like to meet up? Okay, then he must have been planning as if like I was.
Oh,
gonna be
like-
available. Okay.
Can I go too? I want to meet Leslie.
Yes.
Oh,
What?
yeah, awesome.
I mean, I assume as long as Nathan. I doubt Nathan will have problems.
Nathan's gonna be like, fuck Craig.
Yeah, we should all go see a movie and then like get dinner at one of the places around Redstone.
Ooh, what movie?
Bro, I don't know. I mean,
What comes out soon?
There's a bunch of stuff out already.
No, but what comes out soon?
I don't know. Well, relax, but I don't know. You're saying it so accusatorily, like what is it? Tell me now.
Let's go see Black Widow. That'll be hell.
Yo, that would actually be dope. Yo, Leslie, are you caught up on Cedar Point? Will be great.
She doesn't need to be caught up for Black Widow, does she? Is this gonna be like a prequel movie?
I mean, you should still be caught up. You never know about the end credits.
Well, we already talked about Endgame and everything and spoilers, like a shit.
Well, she just got here.
That is true. But she's probably seen our other podcast.
Thursday or Friday, like between 3. Oh, you mean like this week? Fuck.
Thursday or Friday?
Yeah.
Hey, if it helps, I'm off Wednesday and I'm off Saturday.
Today's Wednesday.
No, Wednesday this coming week.
What about Saturday? Like this coming Saturday?
No, I gotta work Saturday.
Oh, any week? Okay.
Oh wait, Thursday any week?
Thursday or Friday any week. Friday, as I work every Thursday. So,
Friday would be definitely the better
yeah,
day.
just those days around that time. 3-ish to 8-ish.
3-ish to 8-ish. Why that specific window?
I don't know.
That's only like a 5-hour window. And doesn't it take
That's
like an hour to
5
get there?
hours is pretty... No, not to Redstone. From like here, it's like 25
No, I'm
30
talking about
minutes.
to get to Leslie. It takes like an hour to get to Leslie.
Oh yeah, I guess it is depending on where we're all meeting up. I keep forgetting that we probably wouldn't go to Redstone.
You're like Redstone. It's right down the road.
Yeah. Oh, busy
We'll
gap.
just get
Oh, yeah.
we'll just get everybody to drive to Redstone.
Mhm.
So that way we don't have to drive the farthest.
Well, Nathan lives like right there anyway.
Oh well.
He lives about
Fuck
this.
Nathan.
He lives like the same distance from Redstone the other direction as we do from this direction.
Kidding,
You know what I'm
Nathan.
saying?
I love you.
He's not here.
Oh, he's not here? Well, in case you watch this later.
Yeah. What would we do? We'd have to like. I don't know. Shut the fuck up.
We'll have to work it out.
Yeah.
Got to work. Make a High School Musical joke. For whatever reason, Chris and Quentin and Videz all thought I was really into High School Musical, and it like tore
You
apart.
look like a guy who's in.
It tore apart their universe that I'm just not. I just know weird shit about it.
That's yeah. No, I would get it then at that point.
Yeah. Like I tried to watch my sister's. I have like a 10-year-old sister. For those of you that don't know, and she's really into High School Musical, the series or whatever that's on Disney Plus right now.
I shouldn't have said that.
What?
Nothing.
That I have a sister?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
the thing you said.
anyways, she's really into that, and I tried to sit down and watch it with her because I was trying to be a good older brother, and
Yeah.
like they do like this weird thing where they tried. I think I've talked about it on here before actually, but like where they try to make it like a mockumentary, but also like a drama. So it's kind of like a weird version of The Office. It's like
Oh my god.
way more for kids, right? That's it. I wasn't expecting that, but I was like,
Is it any good?
I don't
Mark,
know.
no.
I just saw the first episode.
That's a no.
I just saw the first episode. It's not bad,
But it's not good.
but it's the first episode, so I don't know. You know what I mean? I mean, if I was to judge anything off the first episode, I probably would think half the shows that I love are shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, look at the first episode of The Office, or the first episode of Parks and Rec,
shit.
or the first episode of Rebels, for instance.
First episode of Rebels is pretty good.
It's all right. It's not the best. The first episode of Clone Wars is so much better.
Yeah. Isn't that the one with Yoda and the
Yes,
3? Yeah,
yes.
bro. Oh.
Dude, you talk about the
I'm
best
so
first
sleepy.
episode.
Leslie, me too.
The first episode of any show that's just like fucking amazing.
The first Game of Thrones episode's pretty lit, bro.
Oh yeah, that too. That too. See, but I wouldn't say that about like it's hard to have like a great first episode.
The first episode doesn't say much.
Yeah, exactly. I'd have to sit down and watch it, and I just
I'm trying to
don't-
think of great first episodes. The first episode of
Oh,
Sopranos
the
is pretty
Mandalorian's
lit.
pretty good.
First episode of Mandalorian's pretty lit. First episode of Game of Thrones. First episode of Breaking Bad, bro.
Yeah.
First episode of Breaking Bad's
Yeah.
fucking bananas.
That set the tone for the whole fucking show, or that whole fucking season, really.
And the whole series.
Yeah.
I mean, that episode really, like... It really
First
does...
episode of Rick and Morty.
Yeah. First episode of Rick and Morty is different, though, because, like, it's not... It's great, but it's so weird compared to the way that the show ends up going.
Yeah.
Because of how different Rick is in that episode.
Yeah.
First episode of Demon Slayer was good.
Never seen it.
Never seen it.
What's another show we watch on that? First episode
Lost.
of Kaminsky Method. Kaminsky Method. I mean.
That's different. That's not the same kind of show. It's like comedies are a little weirder.
Yeah.
Like Rick and Morty doesn't even count as just a comedy because it's so much more. Rick and Morty's such a different weird thing. And when's the next half
I
of the
don't
season?
know.
coming
You
out?
told me.
I know, they
you
said,
keep
like-
me up to date with all this
I'm
stuff.
so mad that they
Because we
haven't
watch it
come out
together
yet.
most of the time.
Yeah, bro, that's
Because
such a
we're
good
in a
show.
homosexual relationship.
Okay, bro. Why
That's
do you
my
keep
selling
saying that?
point for this podcast.
Is
We're
that
the
we're
first.
just
We're like a homosexual couple, and that we'll get those PC people like you're talking about.
you're just in it for the fucking the moolah, like get
Yeah,
us numbers so that we can
absolutely.
start making money.
We're the most fake homosexual couple there is.
right.
Yeah.
No, I would say you're more of a heterosexual life mate.
My goal is to make us faker than Donald Trump's marriage to that Ukrainian chick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Look, she doesn't know what's going on.
Yes, she does.
I'm just messing with
She's
you.
a genius.
I bet she is though. Like,
Bro, you fuck the toad once a month. You get to live in America and be a millionaire.
yeah.
Boom. She's a
I
genius.
thought for a second I thought you were reading one of those
No.
things where it's like, bro, I fucked a toad.
I think I would pay like a third party service to like anonymously send in gorgeous women to my gym after I've been there for like an hour.
Oh, I think you said something either in notes or you posted it on Twitter about
I
something.
think I did
like that.
both.
You did both? Yeah, because I read that shit and I was like, shut the fuck up, Charlie. Like, get out of here.
Listen, bro, there's this
Get
lady,
outta
there's a lot of gorgeous women that go to my gym. There's one specifically that when she arrives,
You
like,
tighten up.
no,
Your
I'm,
pants get
I
tight.
loosen up if anything. Bro, I work out so much, not like harder because I'm not stupid. If you work out harder, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Oh, yeah.
But I like pace myself and I make sure that I'm just like, okay, what would I usually? Usually I would stop here. What would I do the next day? I'll just do all that today.
Why don't you
And I
talk
just
to her?
I have a bunch of times. She's cool.
No, but why don't you, like shoot your shot?
I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to do that at the gym. At the gym, like, girls, at least, I don't think, I would assume if you're at the gym and you're working out, the last thing you want is some guy.
That's fair.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
I don't
Because
mean
you're
like-
working out. That's like you're going to be in positions, you're going to be doing things at the gym that you wouldn't do at Walmart.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do, like, at work. You wouldn't do other places.
Well, I'm
And
not saying you have to ask her out there. I just mean,
I know
like,
what you mean.
like
I know
talk
what
to
you
her, strike up a conversation, and then like when you feel like you guys have like developed a relationship or a repertoire enough to where like you guys are comfortable, then ask her
Yeah,
out.
you
outside
don't
of
know
it.
how the gym works. You don't just sit there and have long ass. I mean,
No,
I
I
have,
don't
but with
mean-
like my guy friend. But you don't take somebody out of their routine at the gym just to have a conversation.
That's not what I
With-
mean. I don't
Well,
mean like
I mean-
sit there and have a conversation with her at the gym. I mean like get
People got places
onto
to
like
be,
a
bro.
familiar enough level to where you guys can talk outside of the gym, and then go from there. I don't mean like sit there and have a long drawn out conversation. Just get familiar enough with her, make it where you guys can talk outside the gym, and then make your shot, shoot your shot.
It's true though. It's like a whole new type of motivation hits you. Like, oh hey, I need to sweat my ass off so I can look good naked if the opportunity ever arose. Facts, Leslie. That's exactly the reason. After her workout, I started working out again yesterday and my legs hurt. Oh shit, what the fuck? Thank you, Leslie. Hi, my friend. Shirk, I do remember you. That's pretty much the main reason, though.
What, like just trying to like.
Just trying to, like, if I work out more right now, like, what are the odds she's gonna be like, hey, wanna come to my house right now? Like, I'm not saying it's definite or anything, but it's there.
Stranger things have happened.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
Nah, but I mean, at the same time, it's like, I feel like when you have workout partners, you are, like, more motivated to work out anyway. Like, if someone was there working out with me, I would definitely focus up a little more than I usually do. Which, I mean, for me, honestly, like, I'm pretty focused even when I'm there like, when I'm the only one in the building. Like, I'm really focused, because I like it. I love the gym. It's like my drug, is the endorphin rush from, like, a really good workout. But, I don't know. I haven't been in a couple of days, just because
Busy and sick.
I'm not even busy. Yeah, just the sick. Like, even when I'm busy, I make time for the gym, for the most part. I'll definitely go tomorrow.
Well, it's
Before
showing,
work.
man. You're starting to like not be as woke as you were.
As what?
You're not as bulk as you were.
I'm the most
Your
bulked I've
your
ever been
muscles
right
are
now.
deflating as we
No,
speak.
they're not. I'm the most.
You're doing this
I'm the
and they're just
strongest.
going "Wee."
Right. I'm the strongest I've ever been right now. Oh. I don't know. Well, I thought Bumper was having a stroke, bro.
So, I've made this car with the pieces that I had left.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna show the chat.
No, don't.
Yeah, look at my car.
It's a plane, bro.
Or plane. Oh, it's kind of like a biplane. Or whatever. But anyways, that's gonna be our mascot now for everything. It matches too. It's got the red and white going on, just like our borders here and there, and there. Why are you quiet? What's wrong? What you thinking about?
I was thinking about 1917. I can't stop thinking about this movie, bro. It's the best movie I've ever seen.
I think it's definitely a movie I'm gonna watch. Just probably I'm gonna wait till it's out of theaters.
It's.
Like when you
I don't think you should. That's a movie you got to see in the theaters. I think at some point.
Well, when you
It's
told
$6,
me-
bro, to go see it at Redstone. You got to see it.
I'll go see it with you, but
You
When
think
you
I
told
won't see
me-
it again? I'll go see it again so quick.
when you told me that like you and Nathan wanted to go see it, I was happy to see both of you guys. I
Mhm.
just
I
even
go see
from
it
the
again
beginning,
with you and
like-
Nathan, and he's already seen it.
even from the beginning, like of seeing this movie, I'm
Love
just
you,
like,
Leslie,
this
good
isn't
night.
the kind of movie like I go to see normally.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I love you, Leslie. Good night.
Like
Me and
never-
Nathan should go see it at Redstone, and then like go to one of the restaurants and just hang out after,
Let's
before
go
or
to the
after.
office. Can we go to the office after?
The what?
The office, that restaurant that's right beside.
I don't even
Redstone?
know what it is. I mean,
It's
probably
built
maybe.
into the. It's like a bar and grill kind of thing.
Okay, I don't know. I mean,
I want to go to it because it's called The Office, and
Of
it's like
course
the
you
show
do.
The Office.
I hate you.
And it's got the same. It's got the same font and everything. I was like, come on, this is somebody knows what they're doing here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it's a bar and grill though. Like, what do they have, like Jim's Steak or whatever, or like Stanley's Steak would work better. And then they have like Jim Bean, I guess.
Alliteration. I hate you.
Michael's mustard. Michael's mayonnaise. Oh, that
Shut
sounds
the
gross.
fuck up, bro. Oh, I'm way too sleepy for this. I hate you. So when your wife asks where you are, you can say you're at the house.
Oh yeah, dude, I love that. Oh, that's great. Who said that?
GP.
GP, you're amazing.
You're
I
a
love
fucking
you.
legend, GP.
Whatever. Oh, that and what Bumper said earlier was awesome. Like about like people are so equal, everybody's separated. Is that what he said? Word verbatim or?
GP's last two pictures, one's him and the next one's Michael Scott.
What? Let me see.
So that was the last picture, and then, wait.
That's not Michael Scott.
Wait, it must have been a reply to someone then.
Oh, okay.
And I have to see his tweets and replies.
I've been watching The Office, and it's getting close to that time where Michael's gonna
Yep,
leave.
here it is. 250. Okay, so we have a friend in the community named Marco. Marco has been banned from 5 streamers' chats in the last
Jesus.
week because the chats paid the streamer to ban him.
What? Why they want him banned? What's wrong
Because
with
he's
Marco?
a little type of troll. So GP responded to Marco saying that and said, $250 right now and I'll ban you right now without even streaming.
Whoa. So Marco's
Shit on.
you said Marco's a troll, but like as much of a troll as like somebody like Clint would be.
It depends. I mean, I'm not in the streams Marco's in as Marco. To me, Marco's just a super nice, sweet person. I don't know him like they all know him.
So also speaking of Clem, I saw that picture of him on Twitter the other day.
In the Clemson,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the dude just doesn't have a neck.
no, it's like his head and body are just connected.
Yeah, I was like,
there's no
man,
like
is
normal
this like
thing.
Steven?
Shirt is not off. What the fuck? Listen here, bro.
Did you say something about us taking our shirts off this time?
Yeah, of course, always.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
Oh, you
seriously.
did for real?
Yeah, in the
Oh, I
tweet.
thought you
Read
said
the
it in
fucking
that
tweet,
way
bro.
where you were like, you're rubbing your nose.
Read the fucking tweets. Bro.
I didn't read it. I just reblogged it.
That's
I
crazy.
retweeted it for me.
Reblogged it. I hate
I'm
it.
thinking about Tumblr. I found my old Tumblr.
Going live right now. It's at Akron on the Shirts Off podcast. Twitch.tv/CharlieBoy. Our shirts are totally off this time.
Yeah.
Some normal bullshit.
Some clickbait as usual.
Clickbait.
Oh.
I hate clickbait, but I love that clickbait.
Yeah.
Like that kind.
That's our clickbait. Yeah.
Hell no, he ain't. What do you mean? Hell, never mind. Good night, Leslie. Go to bed. You
Good
fucking
night, Leslie.
crazy person. You've been here like 20 minutes longer than you're supposed to be.
Leslie, that's okay. You spend as much time in here as you want to. We'll welcome you. We'll give you a gift basket. We'll send you some acorns.
You
whatever
should see
want.
Clem's ass. You should see.
I have
Clem's
seen
ass.
Clem's
Yeah, I
ass.
sent
You
him.
showed me Clem's
I've shown him
ass.
Clem's ass.
There's no like.
GP, I
shapes
sent
to
like
that
80
either.
people in DMs on Twitter Christmas morning saying Merry Christmas, I love you, and then a picture of Clem's ass.
Look, so Clem's ass. While we're speaking about the shape of Clem, the dude doesn't have a neck, and the dude doesn't have like an ass either. Like it's just.
Well, he has an ass.
Well, I know
It's huge,
I know it's
but-
huge, but I mean, like, there's no shape to it.
yeah, it's just this flat
yeah,
ass.
like there's no.
it's a giant.
There's no
flat
distinction between his back and his ass. There's just a crack, and that's where it begins.
Like I realized when I was sending those that I like finally I was like, oh, I'm definitely like these are nudes. Like they're not quite the nudes I'm thinking about when I think about nudes, but these are nudes, I guess.
You know what you should do? You should save those for when people start asking you for your nudes, and just send them Clem's ass.
that picture, he's just smiling. That smile, oh, I love it, bro. I love
He
it
had
so
that
much.
same smile for the Clemson LSU game,
Mhm.
and that was awesome. By the way, they lost. Have we talked about that? Like,
I mean, I don't care.
I mean, I don't care either, but like, it kind of surprised me a little bit. I know there's people that are gonna be like, "Oh, it should be a big surprise because
I
they
mean,
haven't really played anyone." And I'm like, I guess, but I
I
don't really
was-
follow
I was
college football.
expecting- Like it was either gonna be that or the other way around. Like I knew it was
What,
either
you
gonna
mean
be.
like you were expecting one team or the other to win?
No, I was expecting one team or the other to blow out, like to really
Oh.
win, like to
Well, I
like
mean,
double the other team at least.
Even then, it wasn't really like a blowout. It was
I mean, yeah, it
more of
definitely
like-
started off kind of even, but I knew that at some point, there like someone was gonna take a pretty monstrous lead and then maintain it. But I don't know. I mean, I don't care. I didn't care too much. I was just listening to all the statistics and the math for each. I mean, it just made sense. I was, you know, I don't know. Not a big football guy, but I
I'm
hang
just
around a
glad-
lot of football guys, and I was like, well, these guys know what they're talking about, and they're usually right.
I'm just glad they
And
did
it turned out the way they said it was going to turn out.
There's this one guy I work with that's so bitter that Clemson beat Ohio State. Like every day he talks about like until LSU beat Clemson like in the playoffs. I swear to God, every day I
Playoffs,
saw
it's
him
not playoffs.
or whatever it was,
National championship.
whatever it was, they lost. That's the point.
Yeah.
This guy would come in that I work with every day and talk about, yeah, like that game was rigged. I got pictures of the refs, this and that and the other, and I was like, oh my God, who cares? It's over. Get over it. You guys lost.
I mean,
I get it. You're upset. But I mean, this went on for weeks after, and I was like, I just don't care anymore. You know what I mean?
It's not about you caring; it's about him caring.
I know that he cares, but like, I don't. I was so sick of it. I was so glad.
Oh,
I was kind
somebody-
of glad LSU beat Clemson, so he just shut the fuck up.
132-10.
What? Where are you right now?
The timestamp.
For a shut the fuck up?
1:32:10. What's today's date?
Today is January the 16th.
Okay, 15 and 16.
Oh, hey, Carly's Play. We have to go see Carly's Play. It's in Columbia this weekend. I can't go this weekend, but we gotta go sometime within the next couple of days because it's gonna be like from the 17th to the 28th. Is Quentin still here? Quentin would know like the exact,
Probably. If he is, he's just listening. Quentin, if you're here, say hi.
or say something.
Yeah, just say anything. Oh man. Hi, not
Oh.
you, Bumper.
Oh, hey, Bumper. What do you know about Carly's Play?
Bumper, what do you know, dude? Do you know anything about Carly's Play?
What's that? Carly's stuck in a well, Bumper?
He's not a dog, bro. I mean, he is, but he's not a
Oh,
dog.
is that Quentin?
January 17th through February 4th.
Okay, so there's a little bit of time.
Tomorrow through the 4th. We got like 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we should make time to go see it.
Okay. What
And
play
then
is it? Do we know?
It's something about Sherlock.
Okay. Oh, that sounds dope then.
Yeah, it looks.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down.
the
Where is
poster,
it?
it's
Is
like
it in
it's
Columbia?
Like
Oh.
it's legit, like part of her theater group.
Like a Saturday would be dope.
Yeah. I'm doing something next Saturday though.
Mm-hmm.
Might be going to the art museum
Okay.
in Charlotte. Why are you looking at me like that?
Tell
You
you
got that
later.
look on your face.
I'll tell you later.
Shut
We'll have
the
another
fuck up.
conversation about it.
No, I don't want to have a conversation about
Yeah, Bakersville. Okay.
it. Bakersville. Nice.
Bro, Bumper.
Wait, is Bakerville the name of the play or the name of the place where the play's
I
gonna
don't
be?
know. What? How the fuck would I know?
I don't know. You were like Bakersville. Oh, okay. Like I thought you knew. Like you
Just
you
more
had that.
information, bro.
You
I
had
don't
that
know.
knowing. Like yeah, I know what this is.
Freedom. Wait, what, Bumper? What do you mean freedom? All caps. Wait. Wait, I didn't unmod you. What just happened? What just happened?
Is he modded?
He was.
I didn't mod him.
You can't mod him. I mod him. What?
I can, and I will.
No, you can't.
I will. Charlie, don't make me come over.
I think you're still a mod. Bumper, ban Quentin. Hold on. Mod. Bumper. You have added Bumper as a moderator. The Mint Museum sure is a lovely spot. I have one of my favorite. Okay. Wait. Bumper, do you not want to be mod? I guess Bumper doesn't want to be mod. Okay, Bumper, I'm sorry. Stop being mod. Unmod yourself again. I'm not doing it. It's too much work.
No, but for real though, I do just want to go just for the museum.
Right.
I do, for real.
I believe you.
I haven't been in like 5 years.
Uh-huh.
You remember Mr.
My
I don't
soul
know
has
if I
been
should
trapped
say
once.
this, but you remember our art teacher's class and how awesome it was, right?
Yeah, Mr. Fleming.
Yeah, he would take Quentin's ukulele and just walk around and play it. That was the best part of that class.
I wish I had. I will live with this for. I wish that I had played back then,
Yeah.
and then I
You
could have
and him
brought
could've
mine,
played
and then we
together.
could have just fucking we could have jammed out, bro. Oh,
I
that's
miss
so dope.
Mr. Fleming. You know he's not at Lancaster anymore.
Yeah, I would hope not.
He's at Buford with my mom.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
No, he's a computer teacher. He's way more happier, I think.
Really?
than
You don't think he was having fun as an art teacher?
I don't know if he wasn't having fun. He definitely seemed bored towards the end of having.
Yeah, I think the art for him was not the same as art for other people.
Yeah.
I don't think he super loved that kind of art.
Miss.
He'd probably he'd probably have more fun as like a music teacher, if, like
Yeah.
in terms of arts. But I guess computer, it's pretty easy. You just follow the
Well,
manual.
he seemed like he knew computer stuff when we were doing computer animation more than he did art stuff.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Seems like a cool dude. He seemed like the
He's
kind of
got
guy
his own
that
band.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He seems like the kind of guy that we'd have way more fun talking to as non-students. Like we'd have a lot of fun hanging out with him, like at a restaurant.
Ooh, should we have him on the show?
On this?
Yeah.
No,
Why not?
we don't know him.
Well, I know him. My mom knows him.
You know him, but we don't know him.
Well, we could have him on the show as a guest.
We could have anyone on the show as a guest.
That's true. When are we gonna start having guests? We're on like our
I don't-
80th episode of this.
No, not 80th. More like 30th.
People keep asking me, when are you gonna have on
I'm
guests?
not having anybody we
No,
know.
well, I know.
Except
but it-
maybe like the only person I would think is like David.
dude,
Strain.
we get taken down so fast.
No, we wouldn't.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You're the one
Why?
complaining about PC culture, and you want to bring the most.
I'm not. Why do you keep saying that? Like I'm some kind of what? You don't know what? Do you even hear what we're saying? What I'm saying
Yeah.
when I talk?
I kind of tune in and out, but
Oh
like
my God.
you want
Gee,
to you want to
thanks.
bring
Shut
in the
up.
most PC like challenging person there is,
Yeah, of course. It's
and
the
you're
reason
like
I want
you're
him on.
like, oh, I hate PC culture, but like.
Do you hear yourself? You're contradicting
Uh,
every other fucking word you say.
I don't know.
You're so dumb.
I mean, I want to have David on
I don't
too.
even know what you're saying.
I want to have David on too, but I want us to get canceled for saying other stuff, and instead of just having David on and getting like canceled for that reason.
For what reason?
You don't know.
No. What's he gonna say?
I don't think he would say anything. It's more like what he's done in the past.
What? Everyone is just gonna know everything about David as soon as he's
No,
on?
but like,
We would talk about the rules.
no, it's not
there's
that.
not
It's
much
not
he-
that.
there's
It's
not
not
much-
that he would do anything on air. It's more like stuff that he has done in the past that could come back to bite us.
What?
I don't want to get into it on the air necessarily.
Bro, we could have Edward Snowden on and be fine. Like, no
Wait,
one
who's Edward
watches.
Snowden?
Never mind.
Wait.
Let's move on.
Quentin, hold on.
Australia's still on fire.
Wait. So is
Rocky
this
Johnson.
Quentin? What you just sent me, is this for what's gonna happen in May? Because like, there's no date on this. This is more just like, hey, this is what's going on, and I don't know a date. Okay, I'm gonna have to read that later, Quentin, and get back to you on that. Just send me. I want to make sure that is for May, right?
I hate you.
Yes. Cool. All right. Thank you. What? Sorry, Quentin said something about the convention that we're going to, which is gonna be in Atlanta.
Yeah.
My return to the ATL. That's what they call it, right? I almost said LA, but that's not it.
To the ATL.
Dude, that Cracker Barrel was amazing that we went to.
Do you like peach flavored drinks?
No, I fucking hate peach.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? Damn. Do you have a peach flavored drink you were going to offer me?
These things are peach flavored, and I don't like them. This is the Onnit stuff. I got the pill version.
Oh, you ordered so much of it too.
Well, this is the smallest can they have. This is 30 count.
Jesus. What are you gonna do?
Luckily, it was free, this one, but I paid for the other kind.
Are you just gonna stick with that for like a
I didn't say give you all of these, Quentin, but you can definitely have a bunch.
Oh, he wants them all?
He just wants some.
I mean, I'll try one, definitely, for sure, but I'm not gonna try one this late in the game. You should have said something earlier.
Well, it's not like energy, it's just for your, like, brain.
Yeah.
It's, like, good for your memory.
I'll stay up all night.
That's not what they do.
No, I know,
It's
but
not
like, you don't understand, like, I go to bed because I'm tired of thinking. I don't want to, like, stay up.
I did drink one. I drank one the other day. Like, I forced myself to drink the whole thing, just to, like...
Did you deep throat it?
Yeah, totally. And, like, it was the night I was really sick, like, the night that you were here, and I, like, laid down to go to sleep, and, like, in 20 minutes, I had so many crazy ideas about things.
See what I mean? I wouldn't be
Like,
able to
it
sleep
works. Like, if I could stomach them, like... I know they work. Like, I can't wait till the pill ones get here, because I'll, like, be able to take those and not, like, think, like, not hate it. I can't even smell it. Like, they smell bad to me. Like, hold on.
It's got that powdery stuff.
Yeah.
Like, let me smell it.
Like,
Man, that was like gasoline right
it
there.
Tastes the way it tastes the way it smells.
Look at that. That's gasoline.
But I could tell you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what? I could actually probably stomach this.
Drink. I haven't touched that. I haven't.
See, I don't want to have
I haven't
any
drank.
tonight, then.
Okay, I mean,
just save it.
See if you like the taste. You can just take that bottle with you and drink it later, because it's good. It's good for your brain. Like,
Well, here,
legit.
do that.
Just
I'll
take
drink it.
a sip is what I mean. See if you like the taste, so I can.
I'll drink it tomorrow before I go to work.
Okay, well, take a sip and see if you like the taste, so I can give you like a few to take with you.
I don't want to though.
Oh my God, it's not a little sip's not going to do anything. You're just going to taste
I
it.
just don't want to.
Oh my God, I hate you. What it is it's a nootropic. It's for memory and focus from Onnit,
Yeah.
which is
Which
a,
Joe Rogan swears by, according.
well,
to
he doesn't swear by it. He
does.
he owns the company. Like,
Oh, but he doesn't do it. Does he do it?
he does it.
He
He
does
does them before every podcast.
He
Don't
breaks.
peer pressure the voice.
He breaks up a pill and snorts it before.
That's
every
not.
podcast.
No, that's not the way it. I wish I'd been paying attention when I ordered it. I would have ordered a different flavor.
Yeah.
It's a dietary supplement.
Well, you are a dumbass. So.
Amino acids, vitamin B6, made with earth-grown botanicals, memory and focus. Basically, this kind specifically is for your memory and focus. It helps you stay focused on whatever you're doing. When I get the pills, I'm gonna start taking them before every game, before every podcast.
It's for your memoirs.
Yeah, sure. I hate.
Oh, hey, I've updated. Oh, I forgot to tell you about my day today too. Like, geez, work was crazy today. Anyways, before I get onto that, like, so my grandma started watching us on YouTube.
Oh no, bro.
Look, I've tried for so long to keep her from doing it, and she tricked me into it because she was like, "Hey, can you get YouTube to work for me?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Can you look up something for me?" And I was like, "Sure." And then she's like, "Look up that show you and Charlie are on." Okay. And I was like, "Okay, but I'm not gonna let you watch it." So I pulled it up, and she found out a way to like go back and like.
Yeah, the
pull it back.
history.
I know, but like I didn't think she'd be smart enough to figure it out because she's like, it
Now
struggles.
she's gonna hear this and hear you making fun of her.
I'm not making fun of her. I just like not
You
smart
literally
enough.
just said I don't.
So
think, I don't
not
think she
smart
was
enough might not be the right phrase.
Yeah, now that this has been brought up, it might not be the right phrase.
But like definitely like just not technically savvy enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's the better phrasing. So anyways, yeah. But it's okay. That's why I'm thinking about like just starting to promote us on Facebook too a little bit more. Just because I don't at all now. And like all the people I was worried about seeing this have seen it. So, I mean, there's not really a point to not do it anymore.
Right.
I mean, unless just some people come out of the woodwork and just are like, I hate this, and you're the worst.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too, like, scared about people seeing it.
You were at first, like, for a little bit.
I mean, I wasn't, like, scared in the sense that, like, I don't want them to see it. I was, like, worried more in the sense, like, I was worried about the people always being like, hey, can I be on the podcast? That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like people
we're gonna
assuming...
have to jump over that hurdle anyway.
Not really. Not with our friends. I don't have to have anybody
Oh,
on this
yeah.
podcast.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about, like, just strangers, like, if
And
we
I don't
post
mean...
it,
I'm not
commenting.
saying I don't have to, like, no one can make me. I mean, like, nobody on here wants to hear our friends on this podcast. Like, if they do one time, then they'll want them on every time. Or if they do and they don't like them, then that's just, like, a non-usable episode. Like, I have a lot of friends on here that would be great for the podcast because I know they would be great for the podcast.
I feel like you're just biased to your online friends.
No, I'm biased because they know what kind of podcast this is. They know the community I'm a part of, the stuff that we would talk about. I've done podcasts with 20 of these people. You know what I mean? Like, this all works. But, like the only reason that you work is because you make me so mad. Like, this, like, back and forth we have.
Our banter.
Sure. As George would say, the banter lopes. Like, it works because we have similar views.
You're my straight man.
I'm the straight man to your comedian, yeah. I'm the audience's point of view for the most part. Unless we start talking about really critically, like, accountable things.
Or
like
like you
with
get mad
cinema.
about Avengers, and then I become the straight man, and you're like, ah.
Yeah, I'm the fucking Hulk.
Yeah.
I'm hulking out on the fucking
Chris.
subject.
Chris is a victim, by the way, of this. Chris has valid opinions, and he's allowed to have them opinions. And I know
Chris.
the chef Chris.
Oh.
Is it Chef Chris that
Yeah.
was like arguing with you?
No, I know. Shut the fuck up.
Anyways, you should respect his opinion and not get mad about it.
No, I don't like him. He's old. His opinion is worthless. He's gonna die like tomorrow. Like it doesn't. His opinion doesn't matter.
See, this is where I'm becoming the straight man, Charlie.
Chris, if you see this, I love you. I'm kidding. I
The
love you.
metamorphosis is amazing.
Right.
Why are you
Okay.
playing footsie?
I was first of all, that's your knee.
Trying to.
It
Oh, it's getting even worse.
Yeah, bro, it's getting up there. Nah, my foot's up on the
Why are you
top of
trying
the
to give me
desk,
a
bro.
foot?
Have you seen those bars that you can install like the same way that you install like a pull-up bar?
I'll show you my bar.
Do you know the pull-up
You
bars?
set yourself up for that one.
No,
after
I didn't.
The,
That's a
after
shitty
the knee
joke.
thing.
I didn't set myself up for anything. You set yourself up to tell a bad joke.
That's
You
so
know the
funny.
pull-up bars, not the ones that like they like support themselves by holding the top of the
Yeah.
door, but the kind that you like drill into the edges. They have those for desks now, so you can like put your feet on them.
Nice.
I want one so bad.
Oh, I was gonna tell you something. Fuck.
They have
Oh,
feet hammocks.
My day. I remember now. The
Your
feet
day.
hammock thing. Sorry, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. So, I go into work
This will
today.
probably be the last thing we talk about.
I go into work today, right?
Okay.
I think it's gonna be like a normal day or whatever.
Uh huh.
So, about an hour or two in to my shift, this guy comes through and has like $100 bill. It's a fake, clearly because it's got Chinese or Japanese, Chinese, whatever manuscript on the back. And I'm like, yo, I can't take this as a fake. Well, he gets mad, like he loses his shit because he's like, well, I got this from Western Union over here like 3 days ago or
Yeah.
whatever, and like you ought to y'all ought to do something about this. And I'm like, I can't take it. Like you walked out the door and it's been 3 days and like there's nothing I can do. So we get our manager involved and he leaves to go get his Western Union receipt. Comes back, we have to call the cops and everything, do a report on it, confiscate the bill, all that bullshit. It takes about two hours to get everything said and done. And well, I might be being generous, maybe about an hour to get everything said and done.
Yeah.
So anyways, we get that done, right? The cop's walking out the door, and a fight breaks out right there in front of the cop. Like, apparently...
A different fight?
A different
Oh
fight.
my god.
And so, like, apparently...
This is gonna look bad for so many different people.
This guy and his baby mama were sitting there in the car, and the baby mama got mad at the dad and started beating the shit out of him in the parking lot. Like, got out of the car and was just smacking him upside the head with their kid in the back seat, which is just the
I
worst
thought you were
part.
gonna say with her kid. Oh, like just beating him up with her kid.
Oh, yeah, like just holding the kid. But, I mean, this is awful for the kid. The kid's only like 2 or 3 years old and
Yeah.
seeing this shit
Yeah,
happen.
they won't remember.
And that's an awful way to look at it.
Go ahead.
Anyways, the cop comes up. I saw this part. Everybody else told me about the part before this. I'm coming up because I was like, oh, okay, the counterfeiting shit's over. I had done my paperwork and shit that I had to do on
Now
it.
I get to go stop a fight.
And I was like walking up just to kind of like fix something. I look over and the cop's like wrestling this woman, like who's trying to elbow him and like punch him in the head and stuff. And like he's sitting there trying to get cuffs on him. I was like, oh, that looks pretty bad. Like I'm sitting there like probably should do something. And then I was like, oh well.
You're like, nope.
Well, I mean, like my manager had seen it before me and was already outside on the phone with what I assumed would be more police.
Yeah.
And the lines were getting backed up, and I was like, you know what, I got other shit to do, because I know the friend
Yes.
that it would have
Yeah.
been like,
Yeah,
why didn't you do this or whatever? Because he's an asshole.
Yeah, no, I
Anyway.
know what you mean.
But you know what? What the most hilarious thing is, he made me go get on a register, and then he walked over to see what was going on.
Of course he did. You wouldn't if you had the power in this situation?
Yeah, but I hate that I wasn't the one with the power in this situation. So, anyways, the cop ended up slapping cuffs on her and putting her in a patrol car and like leaving and stuff. And like they had to get eyewitness statements and everything. And it was, I mean, I'm telling you. And then it gets even crazier, Charlie. So probably not even an hour after that, this woman comes running into the store and is like, "I just got robbed." And I was like, damn, that's wild. Like, what? Because, like, she was on the phone with what I thought was the police. But it wasn't the police. It was, I don't know who she was on the phone with, but she was talking about the phone. And she was like, "Can y'all pull up the footage?" And I was like, we could try, but, like, where she got robbed at
Yeah.
was, like, so far out of the angle. And she's like, "Well, I'm just going to go to Pizza Hut." But, like, the weird thing about it was she wasn't calling police at all, like, for the robbery. And so we're like, yeah, that was probably definitely a drug deal. Like, or something, or, like, drugs or something. Like, whatever got stolen, she doesn't want the cops contacted for, you know what I mean?
Probably. But maybe not.
Yeah,
Some
you
people
never
just
know.
don't know the right questions to ask, the right things to do.
That's fair.
Like, some people just are kind of ignorant to a situation.
Well, we didn't see her again after that either, so
Well, that's nice.
I don't know what became of that. That's
Mm.
that's like the cliffhanger of the day. Like, what happened to her? Oh well.
She's probably still alive.
Yes, life goes on, man.
Life does go on.
At Pizza Hut.
What's your schedule looking like for the next...
The next few
Little
days,
chunk of days.
so I gotta work tomorrow. We could do a podcast tomorrow night, actually, because I'm off Friday. Oh, but you gotta work
I
tomorrow.
have to work tomorrow. It depends on how early the game gets off.
Yeah. If your game ends early, let's do a podcast.
Well, the thing with Thursdays is it starts late, so I don't know. I mean, if we have one, we probably won't have one of these if I have a game, because those games start, like, the earliest they start 7 p.m., but usually it's, like, more like 8, 8:30. And if a game starts 8, 8:30, it's going to last at least 5 or 6 hours, so by the time it gets out, it would already be 1 or 2 p.m.
That's true.
a.m. And so, who knows? But, you know, you never know. It might not. It might, one, we might not have one, and two, we might have one in a short. But you have Friday off?
Friday I have off, but I'm going out Friday night with everybody. You're invited
like
too.
late at night?
We're leaving Lancaster at like 7.
Where are you going?
Avari. You wanna come?
Maybe.
I
Just
don't know.
depends on Thursday.
You might have to find a ride, because I am giving like other people a ride right
Mhm.
now. I'm
Well-
giving Kayla, Chris,
Okay,
and
hold
Lighthouse
on.
a ride.
So Thursday, depending on how
Yes,
late the
ma'am.
game gets out, even if it is later than usual, maybe we could still do it, just because
just to nail out 2 in the week.
and because if like since you don't have to do anything till the night of Friday, you know, then like, you can really stay up on Thursday night.
Yeah.
Or if, we could just do it on Friday, like during the day. Just have
We
a day
want to.
podcast. We haven't
Yeah.
done one like that in a while. We'd have different people that aren't usually able to see the podcast come in, you know, talk about some other shit.
Dude, I really want to nail down like doing this 24-hour podcast, like for real. Like,
No, I understand.
Cause,
Look, you know what's gonna happen is you're gonna keep having plans to do it, and then one day we're gonna you're gonna have a weird scheduled week, and I'm gonna have a weird like we're gonna realize like, oh, we could do it that day. Fuck it, we'll just do it then, and we're gonna do it like that.
I think we should do it on the 13th. I think it's the perfect.
I think if
time.
we do it 24-hour, it doesn't need to be just you and me. It needs to be you, me. We need to have like David come in, have like
We'll just
Quentin
have like
come
a
in.
rotating door of guests.
Yeah, like and just have people like come in and out, because then like bro, like 24-hour would be dope, but I don't know if I could stay up the whole 24 hours.
Well, I don't think we have.
Not
to.
the way that my
I
schedule
think
goes right
one
now.
of us could take shifts doing it. Like, you know what I mean? One of us sleeps for a little bit and then comes back.
That's what I'm saying. If we had guests, like I would just go lay on the bed for a little bit, and like maybe not even fully sleep, just kind of lay
Oh.
back and like let you guys talk, and maybe interject if I don't,
If you don't
fall
agree.
asleep, but just rest, because I think rest is the big thing there.
I think I'll be fine going 24 hours.
possibly.
I've done it before. I'm like,
I mean, I have too. I just did like
Yeah.
I did like 2-3 days out of 5 days. I did like 3-day 24 hours.
I'm just
in
insane.
the last 2 weeks.
That's what it is. I don't give a fuck. My body isn't real.
Your body isn't real,
Mind over body, Charlie. Mind over body.
right?
Mind over matter.
Well, we're about to approach the 2-hour mark. I think we can go ahead and end it. I'm so.
I can tell.
I was
You
so
were
happy.
dragging through this podcast.
Huh?
You're kind of like dragging through this podcast.
What do you mean dragging?
Like you seem tired.
Yeah, definitely yawning.
Not like dragging.
I was
dragging.
very. I was definitely more.
Cognitive.
Yeah, cognizant. I think.
Cognizant.
I don't know. It's a big word. I was definitely. Yo, Presley, what's up, bro? Bro, you're here at the wrong time. Every time we say that we're about to end the podcast, people just show up. That happens so much. What are you looking at?
Oh, I was looking at the
Here, let me
chat.
pull yours up. Hold on. Boom. That happens so much. Like, so many times we're, like, about to end the podcast and people
just
show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is, there's, like, weird little times. It's, like, every hour, like, people show up. I just got back to my dorm. Bro, what were you doing? It's 2 a.m. Well, it's 2 a.m. here, I guess. I guess it could still be, like,
Where does he live at?
like 11 somewhere. I don't know. I don't know where he lives. That's what I'm saying. Like, if he's on the West Coast, 11 p.m. getting home isn't that crazy. I was out with some amigos. I'm in Florida. Oh, shit. It's 2 a.m. there. Okay. That's funny. Can't show the stream that. Well, Presley, I love you, bro. I'm sorry. We're, like, ending the stream.
Yeah.
VOD will be up right away, so you can go back and watch that. Yeah. It's 8 for me, too. Yeah, bro, it's late. All good. Well, I love you, Presley. I think we're going to go ahead and end it. I am going to find somebody real fast. What, dude?
You're ugly. You are disgusting. I'm going to kill you.
I was reading something by Des said in our group chat.
What did he say?
So Sterling's like, hey, there's this tournament at my school for gaming. And Des says, I don't know your school, boy. Or school youngin. I just read it in my Des's voice. Made me laugh.
I hate it here.
I wish
want to go home.
I wish you were more interactive in this chat because it's really funny as fuck sometimes.
I'm sure it is. You guys type so much, though. That's the problem. Like, you type, bro, you guys type so much. It's ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to host. Oh, Ryan's not allowed here. I'll host Debbie. Fuck it. Okay, let me pull this chat over so I can still see it. Bumper is back. Hello, Bumper. This chat is the best chat. Alpha, simple. On baby, as G would say. Facts, bro. Facts, no fit.
Oh,
Okay.
we never rated a girl before.
Yes,
This
we
is the
have.
first for. If we have,
Yes. We've rated her. We've rated Leslie. We've rated my friend
we've
Beezy.
never rated her.
Yes, we have.
We've rated
her.
Leslie, like Leslie.
Yes, Leslie.
Are you
Leslie.
sure?
I'm fucking positive.
Oh, I'm sorry, Leslie. I forgot.
Leslie's not here. She went to bed.
I know, but I'm still saying it for the YouTube.
Okay, we're gonna vote. We're gonna raid Leslie. Okay, listen, guys. I love all of you.
Love you guys too. Thank you guys for being here.
Have a fantastic night, and we will see you all next Timmel. Timmel? Tizzle? Next Tizzle?
Tismindle.
Tismindle. It's a new word. We're gonna write Tismindle on the board, and we'll define it later. Okay, guys, later.
I don't have a thing.